putting up on YouTube. Fuck yeah. It's,
You
big
know,
brain.
this is our first podcast back since taking a break in December, and there's actually a lot we haven't talked about. A lot of things have happened in the world.
I know.
Andrew Tate, the Matrix got to him.
Oh no.
The top G
Top
was
G.
arrested in Romania and is being held for 30 days
For sex trafficking.
For sex trafficking. I believe those are the charges.
They are.
Okay.
It's for sex trafficking.
It's not for, or I don't know. I heard some mixed things where it's like, no, it's actually for money laundering. I'm like, I think
Maybe
from
it's both.
Most sources that I saw, who knows if they're good.
Everything I've read
sources,
said sex trafficking for the cam girl stuff he was running.
that's what that. Well,
Everything
that
I've read has
is,
said that it was all a scam and
not
it's
a
just the
surprise
Matrix.
because he openly bragged about this stuff on his podcast.
Yeah,
You know?
which is why we don't openly brag about our sex trafficking on this podcast.
But-
Yes. Our sex
mind.
trafficking also is not done within the U.S. Border.
Well, neither was his.
So, well, I mean, he got arrested in Romania.
Right.
He was within the perimeter of the place where he would be arrested, where he had the warrant out for his arrest.
Yep.
What I'm saying is, they can't do that with us.
It's taking
because
forever.
we're in the
Fuck.
US and safe behind our border.
That's right. And as long as we don't step foot in Bulgaria.
It's all bullshit.
It's bullshit. Yeah. As long as we don't step foot in bullshit places,
Yeah.
we're good. You know. But what else has happened with the world, Ryan? There's quite a bit.
It's a new year.
Joe Biden passed away. That was a big one.
What?
Yeah. I don't think many people were surprised on that one.
No, I was expecting that for a bit. It is a
He
new
didn't
year.
pass away.
I was surprised he decided to jump off the top of the New Year's ball once it hit midnight. The most memorable presidential
I shouldn't
death.
laugh at that. It's awful. It's truly awful that he did that. Well, I don't know. Depends on who you ask, but
Yeah.
it was a spectacle.
Yes.
Honestly, he solidified himself as the most famous president in history with that little stunt. I don't even think he was intending to die when he did that. I think he was just trying to look cool.
What other
But
big things have happened?
Superman hit $1 million.
Yep, we already discussed
I already
that.
discussed that.
Yesterday.
I watched all the Twilight movies.
Nice. I watched all of those in high school with my crush
Ooh.
/ GF at the time.
Nice.
Yep.
Did you see him in theaters?
Yes. Well, I saw the last one in theaters. The finale.
I'll give my thoughts. I watched the first, so I did not want to watch them at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want to watch
These
this
are for
shit.
babies.
But I made a movie bowl just like you did. Twilight was in there, so I was like,
All the Twilight movies. Every single one?
mm-hmm.
So you had to watch them out of order?
No. I put Twilight in 5 times.
So it would be, you just have to watch
Yeah.
the next one.
But, when I reached in my movie bowl to pick a movie to watch, I kept pulling Twilight over and over again, like consecutively.
Sounds like.
Do rocks
sounds
just
the
like
movie bowl is filled with nothing
reappear?
but Twilight.
The
No, it
fuck?
had a lot of things, but just statistically speaking, every movie is in there once, but Twilight's in there 5 times. So,
Mhm.
so statistically,
What are the odds?
Statistically speaking, if you reach in the movie bowl, you're gonna pull out Twilight more than any other movie. So I pull out Twilight, and I'm like, put it back.
Don't mock Shapiro.
Draw it again.
Dude, after drawing it, like, actually, before I even watched a movie with my movie bowl, I was like, this is gonna be so much fun. I'm not watching one tonight, but like, just like, what like, I'm gonna test it out. Like, what if I just, it was Twilight. And then every other time was pretty much Twilight. The only other time I cheated was I pulled Black Dynamite out, but I want to save that to watch with Justin.
Yes.
Because
He would
hasn't
love
seen
that
it.
movie.
I know. So I'm like, I don't want to burn out on that movie. So
I don't know why.
yeah. So basically, I pulled Twilight, and finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch it. Fine, I'm gonna watch it. And I watched it,
Nice.
dreading it, and I thought honestly that like it would have been better,
Mhm.
just because of like
Wait, no, I
the
didn't want to do
fandom
that.
and the
Fuck
budget
off.
behind it. But this is just the first
Fuck
one.
off. Let go.
And it was so terrible, like the whole thing from start to finish.
But then you saw New Moon,
Then I saw New Moon,
and it completely
Well,
changed the perspective
it
of your
did.
way of looking at the Twilight series.
Well,
When-
what
this is actually a masterpiece. I didn't have all the pieces in place. I didn't know the story or like the full story, the scope of
the
things.
first one's just so campy, and also just like the
They're all
the,
they're all
they're all
campy.
they're all
What the
campy.
fuck?
But
That's-
the first one takes the trophy with camp
Shit.
because
Yeah.
because it's like it's tremendously bad.
I almost want
Yo,
to say
these
there's two
birds
different
are
types
smooth.
of camp. I feel like the last movie does camp
What?
in the best way of any of the films. I almost feel like that
I was gonna say
one's
these birds are smooth brain,
almost-
but I mean,
almost as campy.
I think New
maybe
Moon
I
is
shouldn't be
my favorite,
talking.
But
Was that the main love triangle one?
that was the second movie. Was
New Moon? Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
Bitch.
New Dawn.
He's just like,
What's the
you don't
third
see
one?
me.
Eclipse.
Maybe he
Eclipse.
thinks I'm a
and then
rock.
Breaking Dawn,
And-
part 1 and 2.
Dumbass.
And the first one was so bad, but I was like kind of hooked from that. So then I just ended up just watching all 5 of them back to back, not in one sitting.
Of course.
But you can tell like after the first movie, like they suddenly have a budget because
Mhm.
I guess it did so well. So like all the effects are suddenly a lot nicer, and they don't use that awful like turquoise color correction that's on every shot in the first movie. I'm like, oh yeah, the effects are a little bit better. It's a little more engaged in the story now. Yeah,
I feel like what Twilight does in every single movie, though, is that it presents something that's supposed to like blow your mind as like a moviegoer, not in terms of a spec, but like what the vampires can do.
yeah.
And like each time, like that big whoa moment is kind of like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
well,
I mean,
when the
that's-
first movie ended, I was like, oh, that's it? That's how it ends?
I saw him play baseball. Could
The
you play baseball
seems
like that?
fucking stupid. It was ridiculous.
Sounds like someone who doesn't know any baseball.
I don't know any baseball. Maybe that's why.
I'll take you to a Dodgers game.
Really?
Yeah. I'll take you to a
Would it
Dodgers
live up to the Twilight scene?
Because you're gonna be at the baseball game for like 9 innings.
Yeah, and that was a pretty quick baseball. And also, they can't run as fast and jump off trees. And I mean, there's not
Easy.
gonna be a big fight between different vampire factions at the end. Well, I went into it expecting like a Harry Potter
What are they called?
series.
They're not the Illuminati. They're the
That
That-
starts with a V. The
Valtori.
vasectomy. Volturi. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember Volturi?
Look at that.
I just watched it and I couldn't remember. I also I made a mistake on my Instagram story. One that's gonna be hard to live down. I posted about how I had just watched it, and I had to put my team preference, of course.
In your team.
Well, I confused
Team
them 'cause I-
Jacob or Team
I'm
Ed?
an idiot.
Yeah.
They're white boy names. I confused them. And I put Team Jacob, and I meant to put Team Edward. And it was up for like 15 minutes, and I got all these DMs from friends that were like,
Oh no,
"Fuck
no,
you.
Why are you Team
What
Jacob?
the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "What?
dude, I'm so.
What?" And I go and I look, and I'm like, "Oh fuck! I meant to put Team Edward, but no one's gonna believe me now."
Well, no one's Team Bella Swan.
She sucks. Bella Swan.
Yeah.
I
Her
don't-
dad's awesome.
Bella
has
Cullen.
a really nice mustache.
It's a nice ass mustache, you know.
I feel bad for the dad because he just kind of has to accept everything.
I really
that's going
liked
on.
the
It's like, what's he
movie,
do? Stand up for his
Vampire
daughter and get
Sucked.
Decapitated.
It was
No.
like a parody of
And then- and
Twilight.
then
Or
It's
eaten alive
fucking
by
When
bog.
Jacob turns himself into a wolf in front of him, I'd be shocked. Yeah, the dad kind of got the short end of the stick there. Jim, what are you doing? Why are you
Jim?
filming? I'm talking about Twilight.
We're trying to talk about Twilight, and you're distracting us with this phone. Is this for
Put the
social
phone
media?
away, Jim.
Is this a part of your job? This better be going on social media, or you're fired, Jim. Okay. Okay.
Cool. Anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, but I'm not beating the Team Jacob allegations now, unfortunately. But
I mean, they both have their problems
they do.
in terms of the age of women they go after compared to
100%.
their age.
They both kind of have the same problem there.
Jacob had no choice. He didn't
He didn't
choose
choose to imprint
He didn't choose to imprint on a child.
a newborn baby.
And imprinting in the Twilight universe, imprinting is the act of essentially staking your claim onto something. There's no. It's like it just happens naturally in the
You don't
Twilight
have a
universe.
choice. It just happens.
You just look at this person, and it's like, boom. If you're a werewolf, by the way,
Yeah, only if you're a werewolf.
you imprint on a person.
weird
In
shit.
Jacob's, I guess instance, it was with a newborn infant, which definitely puts a little bit of a, for the Team Jacob people, puts a little bit of a, eyebrow raise up there. But Edward, he's how old is Edward?
It's 109.
109. Bella's what?
17.
17?
What?
She turns 18 though in the movie.
In the first one?
No.
Mm.
Second or third.
What the fuck? Is that
A
real?
92-year difference if those are the
Yeah.
correct
So
ages.
I don't know what's worse there. You know?
Fuck.
Probably Jacob.
Probably Jacob. Yeah.
Where's my
Jacob's
arrow?
a freak, man. Like, see, at first when he imprinted, I thought I was like, oh, he's just gonna be like the child's
The caretaker,
protector.
yes.
You know, like he loves this child as
Then it
if
shows
it's
you
his
a
own.
shows you a flash forward.
And then at the end of the last movie, there's a flash forward where they're like walking on the beach,
hand in hand.
and I'm like, oh, okay.
well, they had to give Jacob someone.
He didn't get any pussy from Bella.
The writer of the book going, people are gonna be so upset if Jacob. if
Jesus
Jacob just
Christ.
alone. I gotta give him someone.
The baby.
Yeah. Bella's having a child. Oh, a baby girl.
That's perfect.
What if it was a baby boy? Would he still have imprinted? He has no
That
control.
sounds so
imagine,
wrong.
Imagine you're a werewolf. You have no control over who you imprint on, and it goes against kind of like your sexual, like satisfaction, like your preference.
You're straight, and then all of a sudden you imprint on a baby boy. God damn it! Shit. How am I gonna explain this
Could
one to the
Jacob
tribe?
have imprinted on like an like an 82-year-old man?
I think so.
What are you doing?
I have to protect you. I think so, dude.
I have to keep you warm.
You don't have any choice on who you imprint on.
No.
Damn. See, I knew it wasn't gonna work out because Jacob never imprinted on Bella.
Why not?
Wasn't meant to be.
Can you? Does it? Could he imprint on like an animal?
He is an animal himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. He says someone when he's like somebody. You know, you imprint on somebody. Usually somebody doesn't refer to animals, but he's an animal himself.
I have to pee. I've been drinking my water.
Same bullshit
As you
every
see. Look.
damn time.
I gotta take a I have to take a pee break.
Okay, take a pee
Oh,
break.
I'll
We'll go
take
to ads.
Okay. We'll be right back after
Are you happy?
Yes. After I pee, we'll be right back. Today's episode of the Super Mega Cast is sponsored by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon
I love
codes is
Honey.
a thing of the past. Honey is the free
Fuck's.
going on here?
Oh,
Who are you, boy?
an actual ad. Fuck off.
Hey.
Hey.
Those were some ad reads.
Enough about the ad reads, Ryan. How was the piss?
It was great.
Yeah?
Very relieving. It's one of those peas that doesn't sting or bleed at all when it's coming out. Thank God. Which is a rare instance for me. But no, it was just clear. So I've been drinking my water. I've been being healthy.
I brought a water with me today. It's not in here, but once we're done with this podcast, I will be sipping the hell out of that
You
water.
better drink up.
Oh, I'm gonna drink up, brother. Trust me. You know, actually, come to think of it, you know, I used to not sting or bleed or burn until a couple months ago, and that's something that you consistently do. But now I do it too.
Fuck
I
me.
wouldn't think too much into it.
I wasn't going to anyway, so. Yeah, but what else? What else has happened since we were gone? A lot happened with the world. The United States annexed China.
What?
There was a thing with Logan Paul.
Yeah, the crypto zoo scam stuff.
I wanted to tweet this
What?
out and tell me if it's a good
Paul.
tweet or not.
None of
Every
the
time
Paul
you come
would
to me
ever
with a tweet, it's
scam
always a good tweet,
anyone.
Ryan. So
I chose not to tweet out because I was like,
People are just haters.
because the whole
Dead
it was
ass,
when
no
the
cap,
pig thing
keeping
was
it stacked
getting-
on
it's
God.
still kind of big right now, I guess today because it came out
oh
yesterday.
yeah, about like his pet pig that he abandoned.
Well, I think there's two sides. Some people say that he was just straight up abandoned, and then now apparently through a quote unquote leaked email or something by Logan, it was shown that he gave the pig away, and then those people abandoned that farm, or like it was like kind of disconnected in that way. But it's still an instance of like a wealthy celebrity using a animal like a pig. Or,
clout.
I mean, think like it's not a dog or a cat. You know, when people get sugar gliders or monkeys or raccoons or
An
possums.
exotic pet.
Yeah, and I guess a pig's not really an exotic pet. You know, it's used
It was a
on
teacup.
farms and stuff. Yeah.
Teacup pig.
But
Which a lot of influencers get for clout, thinking that they stay small.
well, they are smaller than regular pigs. Just regular pigs are fucking massive.
Yeah, but they get them when they're small, and they're like teacup pig. It's tiny. It's gonna stay tiny, and then it grows up like a regular pig. Do you see pictures of it? Like as grown, it's big.
Yeah.
It's still a big ass pig.
Ain't no hog though.
Ain't no hog. Ain't no boar either.
No.
But it is a pig nonetheless.
But the tweet I was gonna put out was
That deer is
let me
teasing
see,
me.
let
Stop
pull my
it. Go away,
drafts.
bro. It's too dark for this shit.
Was
Go away, fucker.
so you're trying to tell me the guy who filmed a suicide victim hanging from a tree for views is not so much of a good guy? What? I thought that was. I, thought that was
think
pretty
that's a
good.
great tweet. I think you should fire that one from the chamber. You should.
Right
you know?
now.
Yeah. What better time? It's midday.
I already tweeted out a picture of Tom Cruise with
Ryan,
a receding
it's-
hairline.
It's 4:30 on the East Coast. What perfect time to tweet?
Yeah,
It's not
but
funny to
that's
joke
go-
about.
I don't. I guess there's that whole thing of like I overthink it, right? You overthink
Yo.
your tweets, so I don't
It's
want to.
just Twitter.
I don't want to put it out and then people are like,
Someone
the whole pig thing was actually
left a
hoax,
comment
you're
and
just
I-
getting into the whole well, I mean, he also did the scam thing recently.
yo, what up?
His track. Well, if we're going by his track record, it's not very good.
Can't see.
I watched all 3 CoffeeZilla videos about it.
I have not seen those. I've seen like, I know the general kind of thing. I don't,
Hey.
it wasn't. Was it a pump and dump again, or was it,
Yeah. So it's
some sort of
basically, like,
crypto?
he made this like NFT crypto project where it's like he called it a game where it's like you buy
hatch
these
your
eggs
animals,
and you
okay.
hatch them and then they're just really shitty Photoshop PNGs of 2 animals combined. And then it never actually like worked. Like there never really was a game to it, and a lot of people bought eggs that they couldn't even hatch and sunk a bunch of money into it. And you know, he kind of just dropped it altogether and didn't talk about it, but now he's having to address it. And a lot of people are like, he's not scamming, he never even sold his shares. So I think that, again, I said this on a recent episode, if any influencer ever promotes NFTs or cryptocurrency, high chance it's a scam. And also, like, don't trust influencers for financial advice when it comes to investing in the crypto or stock market.
But if you want to support creators you like, you should probably go over to our Patreon and hand over $5.
See, that's a good investment. That's an investment that will give you returns.
Okay, yeah, it does.
No risk. It's risk free. But yeah, Logan Paul, he was on his redemption arc, and this kind of just
That's something that I never got. Like, I'm not saying that people can't be redeemed and they can change. He most certainly could have. And, you know, I do have a bias because the first interaction of him was him using a victim of suicide for views and clout. He would say it was for awareness. We all know that's bullshit. So
that's like the lowest excuse he could have come up with.
and since you and I were very much closely affected by suicide
Yeah.
a while back, I think, you know, there's always that
Fuck.
kind of like chip on my shoulder when it comes to like Logan Paul. It's hard
For
for me
sure.
to like forgive and
Oh,
forget
what the
that
fuck?
specific thing. And so it wasn't just that, but like
Got
that
him.
event wasn't like, oh shit, he's a shitty person. This guy who gives to charity. No, he was consistently doing shitty things before that.
Why
and it
not?
ultimately
Jesus
ramped up
Christ.
to that point. And so when he kind of took a bit, he was like, I'm gonna go off the face of the internet and learn my lesson. People over time just kind of forgot about it and got his podcast, and a bunch of people started
Pacifist.
supporting that.
Why'd I get
whether
that?
It was like a big creator. No, I don't know. People really
Single
gave
player
him the
don't kill
benefit.
any cannibals for more than. Oh well.
This is a tightrope
I'm
to
in
walk
peaceful
because, again,
mode, bro. So
people
easy
have room
achievement.
to change and become better people. But from, I guess, where I was standing in a biased corner, I'll admit, it just didn't seem like he was changing that much. He was still like, he was still like kind of, he still had to make money, and he's an influencer, and he's not selling like his program. It's not like he's not selling a business. He's selling himself.
Right.
So.
And what made him money in the first
Why
place
can't I
was
take that?
controversy.
Oh, there
Mhm.
we go.
And I'm not saying he's intentionally doing that. I just think he does shitty things. I think he is inherently a little, not a little, but he's just inherently narcissistic. He really just thinks about himself all the time. He seems like a shitty person who doesn't really think through things. And yeah, I never got why people said he was having like this big comeback era. It's because they said things that they liked. It's because he did stand up. I think he stood up for like LGBTQ people and stuff like that. Like on his podcast, people were like, oh shit, he's saying nice things, and it's just one of those things where it's like, no, that should be the default. People should just support these communities if that was the thing. People should support these communities by default and shouldn't be like, you know what?
There we go.
Since he does, like the homosexuals, I guess he's not so bad of a guy. Since he did all this lip service.
Also, it's not like he's becoming a better person. It's more like him and his lawyers hired a PR firm that said, do these things over the next few years.
And who knows?
Don't do that.
He did that. I do think that he legitimately tried to
I need to get 55 more
quote unquote
rocks.
be better
Goddamn.
and like think about
Well, I
the things
guess
that he did, but
technically 50.
the biggest problem still
the
continues to
fuck?
be, I think he's just inherently this person. Like, he grew up like this.
Whatever.
And when you grow up with these ideas of selfishness and narcissism and all this other shit, like, combined, like, up until you're in your 20s, it's hard to get that shit off.
Yeah.
It's hard to wipe it clean.
Especially if that was what made him popular, and then he's got a taste of how much money and fame that brought him,
He's
going
gonna
back to that.
continue doing shitty stuff. And and like, again, with the whole pig thing, whatever, regardless of what you think of it, he still bought a pet specifically for views. I personally, and this isn't technically fair because it didn't happen, but I personally don't think he would have kept the pig even if it did stay small. Like, I don't know, because like that pig, yes, it's huge, but like people own dogs that are way bigger than that pig still.
I don't think that influencers...
Not fatter and like by weight, but like in terms of size, like general like space taken up.
I don't think influencers should own exotic pets unless it's super
A
mega
monkey.
and it's a monkey.
Yes.
Yeah. Then that's okay. But everything else, it's a little. There's a lot of things
I don't
that
even
just
think
aren't
they
meant
should
to be
own
pets,
monkeys.
And then there's that whole other thing where it's like,
Unless,
why do you
like,
care
you
if don't use this pig
actually
if you're eating bacon?
Know how to take care of them and are willing
about it.
to take the time to.
that's a good
Because I
point,
feel
yeah.
like having
There's
a
still pigs that are
monkey
being killed.
would just
Good point.
fucking take a lot to take
You know,
care of.
It's kind of funny. You got so mad at me when
Shit, it'd be
we were
worse than
driving
a
when we
fucking
went
child.
past that pasture, and I pulled over and I was whipping that cow, and I said, "Well, Ryan, you eat hamburgers."
I had to
Jesus.
throw my hands up and go, "You're completely
Raid.
right. I
Hi,
do eat
swag.
hamburgers." And
What
I pulled
up?
out my own whip and started. Might as well.
And I would even say you were starting to go a little too far.
Look,
Because I was the whips I
I'm just
you've
trying to
seen
build
these
a
ones, the whips I was whipping
walkway
were,
or something
they were,
to
they
my
were
camps.
inflicting pain upon the animal. But I would say that when you came in with those guns, and then when you came in with the actual gun,
yeah. Oh,
well, who am I to stop you?
well, we still had to eat some burgers that night.
Yeah, we did. Well,
We had no, unfortunately, we did not have any know-how of how to turn the dead carcass of a cow into actual ground
That's
beef.
not what I wanted.
No.
To become a burger, we didn't have any of, I guess, the tools necessary.
We also didn't have anything to transport it. We tied it
So we
behind the car and
WWW.
dragged it for a couple miles.
Fuck
and
yeah,
we
bruh.
looked back and at some point it was just its head that was tied. The rest of the torso
that was fun.
got left behind. But that's recycling for like coyotes and
Birds. Vultures.
Birds of
They need to
prey.
eat too.
Yeah, at nighttime some owls.
It's great because now the birds of prey can fly right down onto the freeway to get it.
Yeah,
Is that a spider?
It's just waiting there for them.
traffic control makes people
Huh.
not speed. So it's like a butterfly effect of positivity
Exactly.
from what we did with that cow.
So also, I'm guessing we should, just judging by what you've been saying, should I
Going to look for you. I
All
just
over
finished
manager.
playing this game with Cry. Had a blast.
confirm he's not
And
gonna
hopefully the viewers can help you reach that one
cancel-
follower.
little
Thanks,
last minute to
dude.
Cancel that.
The one thing I will say is, hey, Logan, Paul,
And if not, you know what? It's
Uh,
fine. World goes
keep
round.
trying to be a stand-up boy.
Keep on trucking, Logan.
Tired
You
of
don't,
it.
you don't want to see him continue to be shitty. You do want to see him
138,
eventually. Like, be
goddamn.
like- I don't know. It would have been cool to have him as the poster child for like a once shitty YouTuber that did turn around and be like, hey, and he's like calling out other people who are kind of doing the same shit as he is. But he just used his platform to siphon money from his fans in schemes, illegal schemes,
scams.
illegal schemes and scams.
Technically not illegal, Ryan.
Oh, is it not?
Well, crypto, there's no regulations on.
Oh,
it, really,
true.
So if he did this with with the stock market, yeah. But actually, I think the regulations have tightened, and now he's opened himself up to an SEC investigation. So.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, he has a shit ton of money. I don't know what.
He's got lawyers. He's got millions and millions and millions of dollars.
And he's hot. Have you seen his body?
I've seen his haircut.
Yeah.
I look at that haircut and I'm dripping with pre-cum. Not in a sexual way, just as it's like an alpha male.
I haven't seen
around.
his brother in the Twitter sphere lately.
He's just focusing on boxing, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday actually.
Need one more
Uh,
rock.
Yelling at KSI on the phone.
Swag.
What was he yelling?
Boxing.
Like
about
you're-
who's the best.
You're too afraid to box me.
And how he's gonna knock him out in 2 rounds and then do a front flip off his body. So
I don't think you can do a front flip off of someone's body and still be called like.
I don't
declared
think
the
that-
winner. I think you would be disqualified and probably thrown out.
I don't think the boxing
Maybe.
commission will allow you to do that
No.
unless Logan Paul and KSI are actually working together behind
Well,
the
with
scenes.
the boxing events they run, we were lucky. We were lucky enough to be a part of Creator Clash, which I remember was
Should I
very
lay
kind
more
of like
down?
not strict, but they were very mindful.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
of,
they were
like-
strict too.
Yeah,
It was like because it was like the Florida Boxing Commission, and they came in and they were like, "This is going to be done this way, and this and that, and this and that." And I think Ian and Anissa did a really good job working with them and making sure everyone was safe and their needs were met.
it was
I
just
will-
for charity and fun.
I actually have a gotcha on the Florida Boxing Commission,
Oh, really?
and if I tell this story, I think some people are going to lose their jobs.
Okay.
Guess what, Ryan?
Mm.
You are not allowed to go into the ring with any sort of jewelry or piercings. Forgot which year it is. Yeah. Look at the video. I'm wearing an earring.
So you're disqualified.
No,
You can't-
it's their job to check me, and they did check me, and they forgot. What rubes?
They didn't notice my cock ring.
Well, that was inside your cup,
True.
or was it?
It was, I wore a cup.
Yeah.
A different cup than what I'm used to.
The cup. I tested. I punched myself in the nuts a couple times, and it's fun because you could just hit yourself in the nuts and not really. You could still feel it. Like it's still like an impact, but it's not like the force. You feel the force, but like you don't feel the direct.
You'd be like Theon Greyjoy when he gets in a hand-to-hand combat in season 8 to go after his sister Yara and rescue her. And he gets kicked in the balls, except he doesn't have balls because he got his dick and balls cut off earlier in like season 5 or something or 4.
Game of Thrones. Oh. Okay.
I'm rewatching it for the 3rd time for some reason.
Why? And you won't rewatch Breaking Bad.
I'll rewatch Breaking Bad. This is honestly
Why are you rewatching a shitty show over and over that you don't like?
Because it always comes down to it goes, where did it all go wrong? And then once it gets to that point, I still watch it through, and I'm like, I'm literally like the past, like, probably I don't know, 10 episodes. I've just kind of been miserable watching it because it's not knowing the ending now. It's just not a fun experience. And throughout, I think a lot of the story shit is stupid.
Knowing that it went wrong is what's kept me from watching it because
Yeah.
I don't want to sink time into it and get invested just to be disappointed. I've been rewatching Malcolm in the Middle from the very beginning.
That's a good show.
Very
it
good
ends
show.
well too.
It does. I'm on season 4 now. It's I've been watching like 9-10 episodes a day. It's really a fantastic show.
So y'all should go watch Malcolm in the Middle,
I'm about to get a Malcolm in the Middle tattoo.
Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, other full shows that end well. That Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I have not seen that one.
It's great.
Have you seen the new Avatar movie?
No, I have not. You haven't either.
I haven't. I want to though. I've heard it's good.
I don't know. Maybe.
I've heard it's terrific.
I'm.
Just heard an outburst of boys yelling in the other room.
I think Justin just saw some boobs again. He's
Yeah.
really excited. Who doesn't get excited when they see some boobs?
Not me.
You're-
I mean,
you're-
me. I mean, I do get
You
excited.
do.
Is
Yeah,
what I'm
okay,
saying. Yeah.
good. I mean, it's biologically wired into your brain.
Mm-hmm.
You see a pair of jugs, and you just go,
I see a pair of knockers, and I'll tell you what, the two brain cells in my brain start knocking together and going, doo, doo, doo. It's crazy. My brain cells do one of those, you know, the thing was like,
"Yep,
that's what my brain cells do.
that's what my balls do."
Hopefully that's what the breasts are doing in front of my face, too. I hope that my head is the middle marbles and the breasts are going,
They just stay
doo,
still.
doo, doo. You know what I'm saying?
That's perfect. That's beautiful.
That's like,
I do know what you're saying.
yeah, okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Remember the first time Justin saw breasts?
Oh yeah.
We couldn't get him to shut up for days.
No, he was surprised that he thought it was gonna be like the difference between like a penis and vagina physically. He was actually
Right.
surprised that they had nipples.
I remember he was shocked.
Just
He-
need
'cause
5
he-
more.
Afterwards, he was
Finally.
like, what,
Almost
what were
done.
those things on them?
They're like
Nipples. And he's like, what, yeah? And I was
I'm like, yeah. Except
Yeah,
you can
Justin.
suck milk out of them, Justin.
he grew up thinking that breasts were just that, no nipples, just smooth and shiny all the way around. But
He's grown to accept the nipple.
kind of. I know there's still times where he kind of
What's the areola that gives him trouble?
yeah, it does give him trouble. Because now he accepts the nipple and he just wants it to be just a bump, but
Mhm.
a flesh-colored bump. But I'm
Yeah.
like, well, it's darker, Justin, and there is a circle around it called the areola.
God damn, finally got it done.
We're still working on that.
Yeah, and
I
you
don't even know
what?
how long that took me.
I'm sure there are a lot of lovely
Lurk.
people who have a pair of breasts and they're proud of them. And I just wanted to say that you can also be an adult man and be just as proud of your breasts as these supposed women are. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. I'm proud of my breast, Ryan.
I'm proud of my breasts. A pair of male breasts, there's nothing wrong with that.
I think time to do some
Is it
hunting.
true,
What?
the whole thing about steroids, where it's like if I take steroids, I will grow breasts? Only one way to find out.
Try to grow some breasts.
So if I started taking steroids in a matter of months, I could be jacked as hell and gorgeous, right? I might have extreme bouts of losing my temper around the office. But hey, wouldn't a little muscle be worth that?
I'm looking up steroids in breasts.
God damn it.
Yeah, those look like.
Wow.
That's what steroids will do to you.
Oh,
wow.
there's 2 of
And I
them.
know with women, it makes them grow penises.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Makes their clitoris big or something.
It turns the clitoris into
a penis?
All right, well,
Damn.
I'm
To
not
a
going to
full
be able to
penis.
hit that.
with a pair of balls.
Pair of balls and everything.
The labia turns into balls.
It does. I've seen it firsthand. It's actually crazy. I had an aunt that was a bodybuilder, and she showed me her penis and balls at a family reunion.
Huh.
But yeah, guys. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Super Mega Cast.
What the fuck?
We got plenty more where this came from. In fact, we got about 330 episodes worth of it.
And an after show segment, which
What?
you can only get on Patreon, which we will be recording after the end of this episode and after I take another piss.
Yeah. Well, go
All
over to our
right, well.
Patreon. Patreon.com/supermega. Link is in the description. For $5 a month, you can get all sorts of goodies, like the after show of this podcast,
Q&A.
Q&A. You can get early, extended, uncensored mail
Easy.
video cuts. You can get just all sorts of goodies. There's lots of videos on there, lots of bonus features. So,
It's good. You should.
and with
check
YouTube
it out.
demonetizing a lot of our shit now, what better way to support the boys?
Then Patreon.
Yeah, with Patreon. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. Thank you for getting us to 1 million subscribers. I still cannot even believe that. You guys are the best.
Wrong.
We love you. We will see you.
Oh yeah,
next
if you're
week.
here, go sub to my
100
YouTube real quick.
131. Yeah.
As a full-time roller skater,
Damn it.
I would get tax paperwork, the I-9s, the invoices,
Fucking ads.
1099s. It can be a headache, but with TurboTax, it was a sigh of relief. TurboTax makes it easy to get my taxes done, even if my
Damn it.
situation changes.
Use guys!
Who are they, Gaylor?
Influenzas.
Influencers?
Thought I heard influenzas.
Same thing, really.
I'm gonna go to my other base and try to make like a deer stand type deal.
You guys know? Do you ever give me like a nice like a open? You know? Like a
Do you
cold
like
open.
roller coasters?
No, like give me like a nice.
No,
open.
that's the
That was a
opening.
good
That's the opening.
I love
choose.
roller coasters. I'll talk about that. I
Okay.
love roller coasters.
Well, I meant like a welcome back to Super Mega.
Do you like roller coasters?
Yeah.
Hunter, it's more
Nice.
natural if we just lead, you know.
No,
we just start a
I sometimes I just
conversation.
like the cold open.
Do you want
So
the cold
it's
open?
like- Yeah.
That was a cold open.
We'll do a cold open.
What was the
The
deal?
cold open is before the theme, which is usually
a cold open is an opening that's not the traditional.
Oh, then I want a
opening.
staged traditional.
You want
opening.
the traditional opening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed up my terminology. you
It's
know?
okay.
I wanted to talk about roller coasters, but
I wanted to as
There's
well.
time to talk about roller coasters. I'm just saying that I just want the traditional.
Jesus.
Okay.
I would like it.
Well, can I
mean,
do
we're
it?
still gonna announce like the stuff. We just
Welcome to Super Mega Cast, ladies and germs. Today we've got a very special guest, very requested. What are you guys laughing at?
I didn't laugh. I was
didn't
just
laugh at
smiling.
all.
at
I saw out of the
because
corner of my eye, I saw snickering.
I did
There's no
this.
I think I'm just self-conscious, maybe.
You don't have no reason to be self-conscious.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back to Super Mega Cast, ladies and germs.
Yeah.
We've got a very special guest today. We've got Hunter, a.k.a. Meat Canyon, a.k.a. the king of Nightmare Fuel.
And easy.
Where do I
Easy.
want to put it?
Hey, we're the Yes, Yes, Yes Daddy Likes guys.
Just
so.
say Papa Meat.
Papa Meat.
Papa meat.
That's
Uh,
the channel I'm trying to
think
grow
right here would be
real fast right now.
Nice
So I'm
spot.
having everybody just put Papa Meat on everything.
Hey, Papa Meat. Welcome back, Papa Meat. This is your third time on the podcast, right?
It is. Which camera am I supposed to look at for?
That's
mine.
That's your.
You can just look at us since you're talking to us, though.
No, but sometimes I like to break that wall, that barrier.
That's the camera to look into. Yeah, I'll give it a little wink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Ben, though, man, it's been a busy year. You know, you've been traveling all around. Now you're finally here in the City of Angels with your boys.
Mm-hmm. Hell on Earth.
Yeah, we shot a great video last night.
We did.
It's gonna be on the Papa Meat channel.
Papa Meat. Yep.
Papa Meat, go check it out.
YouTube.com/Papa Meat. Please.
Okay.
I like that kind of just.
Yeah.
I just want to get all the weird plug shit out of the way.
We used to say that for the end.
But we're gonna do it again at the end.
Well, the viewer
I have
retention's
a-
down.
yeah,
There's
I
no way
got
people
rope.
are watching
That's a
your whole
good
podcast.
point.
So I'm just trying to make sure that this is up front.
Okay.
We should start plugging everything at the beginning. I think that's probably the best from now on because of viewer retention.
Is there
because-
anything else you want to plug?
No,
Okay.
You sure?
That's fine.
You got
Here's
that
that.
essential oils thing you're working on.
that's not totally. That's flowing fine, and I don't think that your viewers would be into the essential oils game that I'm in
I'd be
right now.
surprised
I think
actually.
they're the perfect audience for it.
Maybe, but we are. The essential oils is also turning into cooking oils. So we've been doing a lot of olive oils,
They're like.
virgin olive oils,
I wonder if there's
Vegetable oils.
small. Torch it.
canola oils.
Peanut?
Yeah, like this.
Don't think we've gotten the patent on peanut oils yet.
Okay.
That's a damn shame.
That's a hard
damn
one.
shame.
It's actually a lot harder, you think, to get into the peanut oil game.
You know, if you gave peanut oil to Crank Gameplays, he would die right on the spot.
Fun fact.
Does he have a peanut allergy,
Mm-hmm.
or is he just
No, he
doesn't
just
like
thinks
it?
it's so icky that he would just die from.
He does.
From
Okay, you're making jokes, but he had a gold verification symbol not too long ago. They
I
took
had,
it away from him, but he did have it.
I had a buddy, an animation buddy in college, who had a severe peanut allergy. I don't know why, but like when I first met him, he told me that. It was
You
kind
gotta
of
let
this thing.
everyone know.
It's kind yeah, he's like, hey, just let you know, I have peanut allergy. So I had, like my EpiPen, whatever. And I don't know why I lied about it, but I was like, I do too. I don't know. I don't know why I did. I said me too.
So you could always eat the same thing,
Well, I
not have to worry.
no.
about it?
I don't know why I did it. I just said, yeah, me too. And maybe like 6 months later, I come up to his like I went down to his apartment because he lived below me in the apartment building, and I like had 5 guys, and they notoriously cook everything with
Yeah.
peanut oil. And I was like, hey man, you don't mind if I eat this here, right? And he was like, oh my god. And he like had his fucking EpiPen in hand. And he was like, I felt like he was about ready to fucking like straight like last Mohicans my ass, you know, with that fucking EpiPen. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you're allergic to peanuts. I'm like, no, I've never said that. And he's like, that is like the first thing you ever told me whenever we met. So I lied about that. I almost got an EpiPen.
Could you imagine if he came over to your place and just had something, just ate something, just thinking, oh, I
Yeah,
mean,
because he's like, oh, it's safe here because he's allergic to peanuts. So
That
anything
is
he
fucked up.
has would
Like
be-
in hindsight, that is very fucked up. Because you would feel like that's probably a very safe space.
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everything in here.
You
I could
just bring in 5 guys.
But honestly, that was probably a pretty big dickhead move of me to even bring in 5 guys, just into the place he lives. Open up the bag and like
No.
the fucking peanut oil.
The
Dude,
grease
son-
is already sipping through the bag, sipping through the bag.
Have you ever seen a Five Guys bag? It's
Yeah.
like it looks like you
Moist.
poured a fucking like a bottle of water in.
It's like if you were trying to carry a bag of peanut oil. That's what it would.
Yes, literally.
So like some people are so allergic to peanuts, like Ethan, that he can't be in the same room as that. Like he will have a reaction. He has to wear
That's intense.
a bracelet 24/7 with like information in case he has an allergic reaction. And
Oh.
I was just thinking, if he ever crosses me and gets on my wrong side, you could just literally just rub your hands on some peanuts and you see him just be like, hey buddy, just rub your hand on his shoulder. There's no way to trace that.
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna do like that thing they do in South America where, they, like, see a tourist or something and they go up and they just that powder in their face really quick and,
Oh, the
and
shit
they
that
like
makes you lose all free will.
and they take them like an ATM and just take out all their fucking money.
What?
I don't know what drug it is,
Makes
but
you lose all free will?
You like are
Isn't
very,
that,
you're,
like,
you're
powdered,
susceptible to everything. So it's like
what is that
they blur it in your
drug?
face. You're like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden you can go up and just be like, follow me, and they'll.
And you're just like, okay.
Starts
Yeah,
with
like
an
take them to
R,
ATM
I
and be like, take out
think.
all your money and they will.
Fuck.
It's like a roofie drug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck.
Good thing there's a limit on it.
As soon as I thought about it, he said
I
it.
don't know about South American ATMs.
Well,
Might not
isn't
be
that
able
isn't
to-
that a bank rule?
I don't know what the banks are like in South America.
Yeah, I've never been to a South American bank.
No, you can't just pull out your whole fucking, all your worth. 10.
I want all of it today, right now.
They,
From
I think ATM limits are bullshit. I should be able to go pull out my entire bank account if I won at a CVS.
Why do you think that there is a limit? Do you think it's just because people are like, there just might not be enough money in the thing for some people?
Yeah, there's only so much money in it, and there has to be enough for everyone else. Also, like I think for fraud, like if someone steals your card, that protects.
Yeah, that would
having
suck.
that limit protects.
That would suck. To
like, oh shit, where's my debit card? Meanwhile, there's a guy at Rite Aid that just pulled out your entire life savings.
yeah, your entire like life's earnings just because he got hold of your thing somehow.
Yeah,
And then
so-
the banks have to immediately like, okay, well I guess we have to reimburse your money that you had, whatever. That would be very silly. Well, I guess we answered our question, didn't we?
Yeah, look at that.
Well, I guess
You know?
Matt, you did. You answered it.
We asked a question, we got the answer.
It was
On
through
the-
a collaborative
yeah.
effort. It was through conversation.
On this podcast, people come and they learn. It's not just goofs and giggles. You might learn something.
It's true.
And that's,
Especially when you're on the. Okay. Oh, I thought you were leaving.
Yeah, I thought you were
I
getting.
thought you were upset or
Yeah,
something.
you're all done.
I was really put out by that. Yeah.
The whole ATM talk.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the roller coasters?
Oh yeah. So, do you like roller coasters? Sorry. Hold on.
Can't
Do you
fucking
like
see.
roller coasters?
Why do you say
Hey.
hold up after that? That was the exact same question.
Papa
I just thought it sounded weird, and I wanted to
Bro,
have,
can't
make it.
get
sorry, you
through
were
with
saying something?
nothing.
I was just saying Papa me. So,
What up?
do you like roller coasters?
I get jiggy with it on roller coasters.
Yeah, okay.
You have sex on roller coasters?
Is that what get jiggy with it means?
That
Yeah,
is what
right?
it- Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Or
When Will
do you-
Smith was saying that, he's saying get jiggy with it. It
That'd be a
means
crazy
no,
experience
no,
having
no.
sex
Or
on a
maybe-
roller
I thought,
coaster.
I thought
Dancing,
get
right? You
jiggy
just-
with it just means you're.
I
you
think
groove?
it's just dancing. Because
Okay.
Will Smith notoriously didn't sing about bad things. To quote Eminem, Marshall Mathers, he said, Will Smith don't gotta cuss on his raps to sell records.
He had a whole song about disobeying your parents.
Parents don't understand.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Burn-
cursing though, was he?
he
Oh,
wasn't.
absolutely not. But I would love to hear like when Will Smith is, like next year if he dropped a mixtape, and it was just him, in depth rapping or singing about having sex with that bald bitch that he's married to.
That bald bitch that he's married to? That's his wife, man.
Have you ever met her, huh?
Yeah, I've met her.
Oh, how is she?
How was she?
A fucking bitch.
Really?
Yeah, and she was bald as hell. I slapped the fucking top of that head. Yoink! I said, "Yuck!" Slapped her just like
it's
that.
good luck actually if you slap it.
Yeah, I rubbed her.
You rub it a little bit.
I shook it like a special 8-ball.
The Smith family has a lot of money, so if they happen to see this, they'll do what they did to Shane Dawson to you.
Also, Scientology connections. It's not confirmed, but there's a lot of rumors that Will Smith's a Scientologist. Is that really someone you want to be on the bad side of?
It's not confirmed. I thought it was confirmed that he's a Scientologist.
My-
Is it not confirmed?
The fuck?
He's more of a Scientologist,
was stuck for a
like
second.
apologist,
He's
from
a.
what I've seen.
Just leave him alone.
yeah.
God, come on, they
He's
haven't
like,
done
yeah,
anything.
everyone has their own religion.
Just leave him alone.
I think he maybe funded something. I don't know.
Yeah, they probably give him a shit ton of money, and they're just like, you don't have to join. Just like fucking, come on.
Just be nice to us. Say
Who
some,
is
say some shit.
the guy on that '70s show? He just got out of that rape case, and he's a
Christopher Masterson.
yeah.
Speaking of,
Hide.
Wait, hold up.
Hide.
What's your favorite roller coaster?
You know, my favorite roller coaster is in Kansas City, and it's one called the Mamba at Worlds of Fun.
Let's go upside down. I'm sorry. I get so excited talking about roller coasters.
Is
I
it
just
twist?
can't
Fucking
control
giggling.
myself.
Is it twist?
We're talking about roller coasters.
People can't probably pick up the frequency, but you're over there, and he's like doing this very weird high-pitched giggle where he's like,
Yeah, the mics usually don't pick that up. It's like above the vocal range or
He's
the
shaking.
hearing range.
he's shaking and
I'm
stuff.
rocking back and forth.
His walker is behind the chair, and it's making all kinds of
Okay,
noises
well,
and
you've
stuff.
never brought up the walker because
No,
asked
I know
you
you're
to,
sensitive
but-
about it, and I respect that, so I
No,
don't bring that
every
up.
You
guest
said you-
has
You said
also agreed to never
No,
bring
you-
up the walker.
Actually, I'm gonna save real quick.
I never would.
Just
He
in
never
case the
would've
game
said that.
crashes or
That's
some
very-
dumb
he's
shit
very
happens.
sensitive
no,
about the
you
walker.
definitely told me that it was okay.
No, he didn't, and
Why do you
I
think
wasn't
he-
even there for it, but I know that he didn't because I know it's something he's that incredibly
Why do
sensitive
you think
about.
Matt's never mentioned it? A guest on the live action podcast has never mentioned
Never,
it. until
not a
now?
single guest.
Because you're liars. You're liars.
We're not liars.
I'm a
Who's ever
truth
said
teller.
we're liars?
A
Name
lot of
one
people-
time we
a
lied.
lot.
When have we ever lied?
Well, you've lied because you've never presented that.
Now I play
information
the
to
waiting
audience,
game.
And I think every day,
Just
every
gotta wait for a
episode that you
deer.
Don't do that. That's a fucking.
I've been
lie
open about my
directed.
back issues. Doesn't mean that. I
Well, what
have to
about the
parade
walker?
Around. I
What
don't
about
have to
the
parade
walker?
like every single facet or like info like dump about that. Like they don't have to get like all technical with it. They
What?
know.
Do you want to tell
I
every
just found-
medication you're on?
Yeah.
Prep?
Prep.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, now you're playing dumb. Okay, okay, Hunter.
What is that?
You know exactly what prep is because you're on it. So why don't if we're all coming clean about things?
The only thing I'm on is like 3 different kind of antidepressants. And yeah, I went there.
Damn.
And for I know
you
that
sad?
you guys don't. Yeah, I'm actually very sad.
You should go on a roller coaster.
That'll cheer you up.
What's actually weird is my first therapist said that. Well, I don't know why you're bitching so much. Have you ever thought about going on a roller coaster?
You ever thought about having some more fun?
He had like a pen and he was just like,
One with
laying
a
there with-
loop-de-loop, maybe 2.
I mean,
You have tears in your
and
eyes.
if you're a pussy about it and you don't like to loop, you could probably just go on one that goes fast.
You know, they got the little kitty ones. That go
They
in a
got the
circle.
one where it's like a caterpillar and you go through those apples.
Yeah.
And what they do too is they make sure and they put on a really nice tight panties on your pussy when you're going on those. you get prepped up. I was trying to do something to where he was insulting him more about like in the baby.
I just
boo-boo
got
ride.
distracted because you were talking about pussy.
Yeah.
Matt and I are pussy fiends.
Pussy hounds. We when someone mentions pussy, my entire train of thought is derailed.
As you can see, Matt's a totally different person now that you've mentioned pussy.
See this look in my eyes? That's the look of a pussy fiend.
You really are a little dirty
Of,
dog.
of
aren't
an
you?
absolute pussy bulldog.
I would,
You know?
I
Fuck
would
off,
hate,
off.
honestly. This is, and I'd be curious to go around the room
Bye.
because I know the answer is to
Stupid ass
mine.
bird.
I would hate to see a sex tape of you.
Wow.
Honestly, I would hate to see it.
What?
I honestly
I
wouldn't
would-
mind seeing Ryan.
I would.
And I know that you.
I wouldn't
all-
mind seeing that.
I would.
either.
Mine would be a hard watch. Be
Why?
nightmare fuel.
Cat would.
Watching me have sex on tape.
But if you could tell some jokes maybe to the camera, I don't know.
You say,
play it
"Hey,
up.
baby girl, let me touch that pussy a little bit."
Proportions are just so off because I'm so large. Like I'm such a big. It'd be like
Alright,
watching
well,
the guy.
This
from,
ain't working.
What's that movie? It'd be like watching. I actually don't know if I can say this joke, so never mind.
Why not?
Come on.
I was
man.
gonna say. I was gonna say it was
It's a
like
free country.
Come on, fat.
If you saw me on camera having sex with a woman who was regular size, it would be like, this is not saying the age difference thing is not there, but don't look off. Don't look.
I'm just curious where this is going.
It would look like the proportions of the guy from The Blind Side on top of like Dakota Fanning on Man on Fire. That would be the proportional, the scale, the size. That's why I also prefaced it and I said I didn't want to, but you guys took me there and I didn't want to go there.
It's true. I mean
That also doesn't. That also doesn't insinuate that I'm doing blackface. I'm just saying he's a large guy.
Well, there's a lot of large guys you could have chosen that are more akin to you.
I just literally got done watching The Blind Side the other day, so it was the first thing in my mind.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
You know, it's actually it's not that good.
I saw it in theaters. What the fuck are you
I saw it in
talking
theaters
Okay, I've
too.
seen theaters I've seen movies in theaters too. Shut up. I've seen movies in theaters too, and they've been bad.
Did you guys see Johnny English 2 in theaters? I don't think so. Neither did I.
You know what? The thing too. The only reason that The Blind Side gets a bad rap for me is because.
we know why.
What's the name of? hey, yeah, easy, dude. What's the name of the main actress in that again?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock has the worst country
Loon's
accent
Tower Defense.
I've ever heard in my
It's
life.
not very good.
She's like,
Poggers.
You're gonna go to Alabama.
That's close to what she sounds.
You're gonna go to Alabama, Michael.
That is a great Sandra Bullock country accent impression.
Oh, you want to go to Georgia Tech? You're gonna go to Bama.
Who do you think had a better, like, whose was better though in terms of Southern accents? Was it like hers in The Blind Side or Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in Radio? Who had the better accent?
You do a great impression of that one too. I didn't do it.
I said I do. I do. Have you ever seen the fucking movie? It's just like that.
See, you're the guest that you're the.
When
You're,
his
That's him.
mom-
That's
when
him
his
rubbing.
mom died.
That's him rubbing
I mean,
the.
spoiler alert.
his
No,
mom
it's him.
dies.
That's him going down that fucking hill in that cart, and he like has all those radios, which is like.
That's the name of the movie.
Could you not, like, looking back on that? How are they like? And then, the retarded man gets on a cart on top of a hill with a bunch of radios, and he just goes down, and he's like, "Ah!" going down the hill, and he's like rubbing his face on them and shit.
Does he
It's like
love
I doubt that
radios?
actually happened in
It's a
real
true
life.
story, isn't it?
Based on a true story.
I could. That's probably.
So they're like, yeah, I mean, like he like what probably happened is the guy's like, yeah, he has a radio and he likes it. And they're like, what if he just loved radios?
They were his favorite thing.
Loved him.
rubbing his face on him and making love
Come
to him.
on him and fucking
Crusty ass radios.
making love on him. Radio, oh my God, you're that shack you live at in
Radio
behind,
Shack.
behind
What the hell happened to all the deer?
Ryan?
That doesn't kind of sound like
It
you're
did
glad,
kind of
does it?
sound like your laugh.
I can't help that.
Except what I like about you is that your shoulders get all cocked up and you tilt your head. You kind of you see, it's good. It's good.
Got a tear in my eye. They could have a radio themed roller coaster where you're in like a shopping cart full of radios and you go down the hill.
That
Bring it back.
actually makes a lot of sense.
I would say they could. I was just thinking they could probably like
Ha.
do up the mummy
Got
thing
'em.
like that, since it's fun and you don't really go upside
Easy
down
game.
or anything, and it starts off with a big push.
Don't you go backwards in the mummy?
Mm-hmm. That could be you just crashing into a brick wall.
It could
That's
be.
all. That's all the white supremacist football players in the movie dragging you back
It could
into
be.
the shack.
What
that
it
you
could
were
be
living.
is you're in the middle of traffic, sitting in the cart, and a car comes and just rear ends the cart, and that's what launches you off at the beginning. You don't have to do the.
I'm just because in those
You could do the voice acting for the ride.
in those yeah. What I was gonna say is
Yeah,
like when it
whatever.
starts up, there's like screens on the side, and then there's like
Jesus.
radio talking to you on the roller coaster. He's like, "Buckle up and be safe."
You ever thought about going on a talk show and doing this stuff? Like late night talk show appearance? Stephen Colbert.
You ever seen
So what's your
Radio?
favorite movie? You ever seen Radio? You know the guy? when he
Radio.
goes-
Just do that kind of
Do
stuff.
that on a talk show. What would they do? What would Stephen Colbert do?
They wouldn't air the episode, I don't think.
What?
They have to.
Also, don't they do something? Don't they over-record in case something does happen, and then they will just like cut shit up?
I don't work in late night, so I don't know. Sorry.
I don't either. I couldn't answer that question. I'm sorry.
You know what, dude? You're an asshole.
I'm a YouTuber. This is what I know.
We're the late night talk
These
show
are
hosts.
my stomping grounds.
We're like the late night talk show hosts of the modern era. You
That's
know?
true. That's
Back
true.
in the day, kids say, "Oh, I want to grow up and be just like David Letterman," or Jay Leno.
Mm.
That's what we said. And look,
I would
we
have
got
beat
it.
my child if they said that they wanted to be like Jay Leno.
Yo,
that
this
was
is a
like Jay
nice
Leno.
tree.
That's a fucking belt to the back.
That is-
Very
that's a
successful
whooping.
car
I like this
enthusiast
tree.
who
Come out and they just have like plastic surgery on their chin.
he actually has I think he's like doing shows every week in Burbank. Actually,
Yeah, he has a residency at Flappers. I
I
think.
got to show him off my cloth.
He also
he doesn't show off his cars. It's comedy.
he recently burned his face severely in a car
What?
fire. Did you not hear that?
Is that actually true?
Yeah, one of his cars in his garage caught on fire and he severely burned his face.
My car blew up. Did you hear about this? Did you see this?
He's on stage with a
Weekly.
burnt face, like Scarface, just doing his little stand up.
See it?
No.
Wait, where is it at? Flappers?
That's the cheapest fucking sign to the weekly on that. Jay Leno weekly. If you want,
Dave just
yeah, if you want to show up and watch it, he's here.
it's like
It's pretty crazy. I bought myself in my private car collection.
first it was monthly, then it was weekly, and it's gonna go to daily.
Every multi
Hourly.
daily. Hourly.
Yeah, I do about 9 shows a day up here at the Flappers in Burbank, California. Talking about my cars mostly. That's my Jay Leno impression.
You respect
really
Jay
good.
Leno as a comedian?
No, I don't know. I'm really,
How about James Corden?
The only thing I know about what?
What?
No. That's like
Well, good luck going on his show now. He watches this podcast.
I'd love to see Richard Dawkins on James Corden's podcast or show or whatever.
Richard Dawkins, the atheist.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything about him in the longest, like probably since I was
Richard
in high
Dawkins?
school. Yeah.
If you
Has he done anything?
if you believe in God, I think you're not a very prominent intellectual, and I think you should kill yourself.
See, I feel like
And James Corden's just like, wow, that is mental. And that'd be the show. That'd actually be a very good back and forth. So James, what's your stance on evolution?
and then
Oh, I don't really much like being a monkey, so I'm glad we're out of that bit, ain't we? I'm glad I'm getting mad about this.
You get me good. I wish I had a charismatic laugh like Ryan. It's just like
I'm just
that
trying
wasn't
to
an
get,
impression of you. That was like a mocking of my laughter.
Yeah.
My laugh's not very fun and charming. Yours is.
I think so.
you have a very handsome laugh.
you have a very cute laugh.
Really?
Mm.
What's it sound like?
Oh, what the fuck? Where'd I get that leg?
It's kind of like it's high and it's nice.
Alright.
It's
Make
like
me
up
laugh
like this.
so we can hear a genuine one.
Oh, I don't think. Hey, you know what I like to do is I like to get a nice pint of scone and go up to the church and call them all retards.
Okay, so yeah, it does. Sometimes it trails off into more of a ha 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 though.
That's cute.
Like that?
Yeah.
No one can beat Ryan. My mom was just in town. She was talking about Ryan's laugh. She was saying, "Damn."
She talks about Ryan a lot, doesn't she?
She does talk about Ryan a lot.
She cares about me.
She cares
I
about
care
you.
about her.
deeply.
I do.
You return her phone calls. She misses you.
I saw her corner Ryan at Creator Clash and was grabbing up on him because his eyes were all swelled up, and she was sitting there. She's like, "Who's this?" Kept grabbing at you,
Yeah, she does that.
and you were just like, "Hello, hello," and she's like, "Uh-oh, who's this?"
I was in a gurney.
What
I
is this?
couldn't-
What
I
is this
couldn't
hand
make?
feel
I
like?
couldn't make
Yeah.
left or right. I didn't know what was going on.
He was.
Yeah, you can make up and down though. You know what I'm saying?
She was strapped down on that fucking gurney, and she kept going up and giving him fucking raspberry, like was it
Raspberry.
raspberries on his stomach. She's like, "Who's
That's the
this?"
exact laugh I do while I clap my hands.
No, you were sitting there on the gurney. You were just like,
It's a good boy.
God, he's such a trooper. He's such a fighter.
He is, man.
Mom in reality didn't show. Didn't
She
show
was
to
too
support.
scared to show up. Did you know that? She didn't come to creator class.
son.
She was too scared.
Oh, both of your parents did though, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. All four of them.
Yeah.
All four of them.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's like a polyamorous
Yeah.
relationship.
Swingers.
No,
No.
I mean they're all married.
It's a polyamorous relationship.
I don't really know what that word means, honestly. if I'm being honest.
Now let's break it down. Did you go to high school?
No,
Do you know stems?
Poly?
I dropped out of school when I was in junior high.
Really?
Mhm.
Why?
8th grade. I just was in a little bit of a dark path in my
Did you really?
life. Yeah,
You didn't go to high school?
I got my GED.
But you did not go to high school.
No, I literally dropped out when I was 13 or 14.
Wait, are you serious?
Junior high,
I think he's fucking
7th
with
grade.
us.
No, literally.
You just said 8th grade.
Oh, what the
7th or 8th grade. I was 13 or
Bruh.
14. It was one of those.
The numbers are lining up here.
Yeah.
13, 14, 7th, 8th grade. You really dropped out of... You didn't go to high school.
Nope, I got the GED. Fuck. Yeah. I went to high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Hunter.
Fuck! I'm not good at it. You guys can hold
can't
these.
bullshit a
I can't.
bullshitter.
I can't. I'm terrible.
Yeah, you had me convinced, actually.
I was prom king, and that's actually real.
You were prom king?
I could believe
I was
that.
prom king.
You have beautiful eyes.
I did.
do have
I
beautiful
do.
little
And
hazelnuts.
I wore an all-white outfit.
Oh,
Got any pictures of it?
I do somewhere, not on my phone, not with me, but
I made the unfortunate choice of wearing an all gray outfit to prom one year. Oops.
Ron and I went to a
you just
friend's...
sweaty or something or what?
It just looked bad,
Did it? I've been on
and my shoes were way too big too.
That's funny. you're in a
I
gray suit.
looked like a child in a grown man's suit.
You look like who's the leader of the Talking Heads?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He looked just like him during that. Have you ever seen that concert where he wears the big suit?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I got a girlfriend that's better than that. And he's like dancing around. He has a big suit.
He's like,
What does this look like? Does he look? Does he look?
It's
cute?
like- it's
Is
like
he
a-
cute. Is he handsome?
yeah, he's pretty.
Yeah,
he's
I'd say
unique
so.
looking.
Okay.
It's a very that's
Unique
like
looking.
an extremely iconic performance.
It is. It's a great performance. I was at a bar and they were playing it on the TV.
It's great.
I've got a girlfriend.
It's very like it's become a big pop culture thing. Like that's the big suit with the big shoulders and he like is dancing.
When you
with
may
it.
find yourself
I
in a
watched
beautiful house with a beautiful wife.
As the days go by.
And you know he's going like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Is he still alive?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
Love the Talking Heads.
Talking heads are great.
I love talking and getting a little head.
I like not talking and just getting head. I
Actually-
like paying for head.
Really?
Hmm?
That's illegal, you know.
Depends where you're at. Not illegal in Nevada.
certain parts.
Sin City.
Not the whole.
Certain
Or
parts of
Vegas.
Nevada.
No, that's actually.
It's actually
common
not legal in
misconception.
Vegas. It's the
Really?
county above Vegas.
Yeah.
Yes.
That okay. Well,
Clark County or
You go to Australia
Sin
and have yourself
County.
a time. I'm
in
sure.
all of Australia, it's legal for prostitution. It's just legal everywhere.
Mhm.
Really? Okay.
most countries it is.
Matt took me to this place. It's pretty like leather couches.
Where
in
the
Australia. Like, there was
others?
like coolers. Like they had glass cokes and stuff.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
That's how you know you're in a classic place. What were you-
yeah, it was fucking awesome.
I watched Ryan get the best head of his life.
What
You should've
the?
seen his face.
Okay, well,
He was like, "You gotta try this," and I was.
And you did.
I did.
Dude, they
tried
have
it.
Mexican cokes, the cane sugar.
I really
one.
hope I
Well, I
don't die.
misunderstood you at
Drinking
first.
cokes while getting head in a brothel.
That's a fucking experience.
That sounds
Get like
great.
a sugar rush and you're like coming everywhere. Oh.
That was
It sounds like a great
stupid.
experience, and it's the Mexican Coke with the real sugar.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's
God,
high
this game is
fructose
so
corn syrup.
The
glitchy.
cane
What the
sugar, yeah,
fuck?
that's the
Yeah.
best.
You need
Gotta
that
have
good shit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Well, we're gonna go to our first ad break, Hunter.
We'll be right back.
Hey, thank you.
Watching Netflix without using ExpressVPN is like paying for a gym membership but only being able to use the treadmill. ExpressVPN lets you change your online VPN for free.
My friend had a chopper bike. I don't know if you remember those.
I do.
And those were like so fucking cool looking. But
Get
it
the
was
pegs.
No. They didn't have pegs on them. I don't think they even had the option. They maybe did, but these were like you was like a low rider thing. So like going up
Yeah.
a hill, impossible.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like especially for like a 9-year-old. Come on. You know, if I saw a 9-year-old powering up a hill on one of those fucking chopper bikes, it'd be like, that kid's taking steroids. Steroid using child.
We should get a couple big wheels and just cruise around the neighborhood in them. You know,
It's a good area too. This
It's
seems
a
like
great
a great
area.
area.
Get a golf cart.
I want big wheels.
I've always wanted a golf cart. When I was a kid,
Where's the
we'd
fun in
always go
that?
to. Where's the fun in the golf cart?
You don't like golf carts?
No, I love golf carts. I'm just saying, where's the fun in that?
I like the
Going around
idea.
neighborhood.
There's a lot of fun
It
with
always
golf
feels like
carts.
you're on vacation when you drive a golf cart.
Always
You know what
does,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So if you were sitting here and you like went down to the store in a golf cart, it'd probably be much more exciting.
Yeah,
It
Or-
would take much
Right.
longer, but
How much do golf carts cost? You can get one for the Plex.
a few $100
oh, yeah, I was gonna
maybe.
say
Maybe
cheap.
1,000.
I think like a good one, like a good one is that. I'm talking like a used one from a golf course.
Can you not
got some
game?
years on
Thanks.
it. I bet you could get that thing for like $100.
Do you think we could get called Power Wheels? I was looking at it with Justin.
Is that the one where it's just you stand on it and it's just one wheel?
No, Ryan has one of those.
You don't, not the ones where you go forward and back. It's the one where you're actually standing on like a skateboard
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
But you can still go forward and back. Like you just like.
no,
tilt
I'm just
on it.
saying. There's the one where you're like facing
Yeah, we
forward
face
or
forward. Yeah.
This one you're. Just,
Yeah, it's like a skateboard, giant wheel skateboard.
It was fun. I refuse to get on it now because I don't want to fuck my back up anymore if
That's
I
true.
like take a fall.
That's true.
My buddy Halupi, he fucking broke his arm on that. Just was going through the park, got off on the sidewalk, kind of went in the grass for a second, just flung off of it, and broke his arm.
Ooh,
I've never broken a bone, so I don't know what that pain's like, and I hope to never.
very painful.
It's not good.
You know it right
Sucks.
away too. You break it and you're like, yeah, that's broken. You ever broken a bone, Hunter?
Yes, I broke 2 bones in my feet and like my left
Ooh,
foot.
I've broken my foot. It's
And,
very painful.
And I was when I was a baby, when I was like 9 months old, my clavicle was broken. And my mom, like the fucking
breastfeeding too hard.
awful. I wish my mom, like the awful parent she was, she would pick me up under my armpits like that, hold me, and I'd be like, oh. Like that. She's like, what's wrong with this baby? Why do you cry when I hold you like this, baby? And she like put me back down. Give me back up again. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this thing.
Where is your clavicle? Is it
Like right here.
Oh yeah. I thought that was an instrument, to be honest.
My mom's always done that kind of shit though. Like I mean, like
She still pick you up by the clavicles?
yeah, she's very strong.
Baby.
That old bitch. No, I mean like something's going on. HGH or something. She's
Yeah.
lifting. The like I was a kid and I was like, oh my god, my stomach hurts so bad.
You're just trying to
okay.
get out of school. Just go to school.
Thought I was gonna
Get outta here.
land on my shit and break it.
Days go by. I'm like, I'm not even joking. The pain is so severe.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go to the doctor.
We go to the doctor. He's like, yeah, we have to get him to an ER immediately. His appendix is about to rupture. And I like looked at her, just like one of the slow like Family Guy turns where you're like, whatever. She's like,
Well, I guess you were lying. We should have come in a couple days earlier, huh?
oh, you think?
See, I thought she would have taken the opportunity to just like kind of just dig it in more and be like, oh, I bet you
Oh, I bet he has to have a surgery because the thing's
Yeah.
gonna blow up like a fucking grenade in his stomach.
cost me more.
But when I broke my foot, it was so bad, and I couldn't walk on it. And she just had me take Ziploc bags of ice to school. So between I would just put ice on my foot.
So you're fine. It's just bruised. It's just a weird thing.
It's unbelievably painful to break.
Oh, I said I had broken my foot.
I
It hurt
could
so
not
bad.
believe how bad it actually hurt. Like
Eh,
when I broke it,
oh.
it took a second for the pain to set in, and I was like, "This hurts." And I stood up and I walked on it, and I was like, "These bones don't feel like they're in the right place anymore." And then like within like 5 minutes, the pain slowly started setting in, and I was like, "Ow, ow,
Throbbing,
ow,"
forever
and
pain.
it just keeps getting worse. And
It's
on the
intense.
bus ride home, I cried on the bus. I was sitting there, my foot. I spilled my bag of ice all over my crotch, so it looked like I'd wet myself out of pain. And my dad had to come on the bus and help me off it.
Damn. I just know I got the X-ray at the doctor. Same doctor that told me that my appendix was ruptured. Yeah, he broke his foot. You can see here on the light. Once again, a little classic. Look over.
Yeah, I guess it looks like you did get something wrong with your bones.
Did you have to stand on it to set the cast?
No, I think that I was laying down. They did it on the table.
They made
Somebody-
me. I did to set the cast correctly. You have to stand up and put all your weight on it for like a minute straight to like set the cast. That shit was zoinks. That shit hurt. not a very good feeling.
I think the worst thing I heard to do with the doctor is I had a mole on the bottom of my foot and they had to cut it off.
Oh.
And that was brutal. I remember that being like extremely painful when I was young.
No, like, did they give you anything to numb the pain? Was it more of,
They like froze
after
it.
the
They,
fact?
they,
Gave him a
they froze
shot.
it. So like they not even give me a shot.
No,
They put this like they gave me a shot of whiskey.
Yeah.
Put this down easy. They like put this like weird device like a tube like over the mole and it just like deep freeze, which is painful because you're like, oh my, it's like burning.
Oh,
It's
it
so cold.
hurts. I've had that with warts.
Yeah, it was like pretty much the
Home
same way you
kits
do
where
that.
do that.
You have home kits where you can freeze your foot like that?
Yep.
Oh, fuck that.
For warts, I've done it. I had one on my knee, and I got it's like the liquid nitrogen thing,
Yeah.
and you open the cap and it instantly like freezes, and I just went. But like, there's no feeling in it, so I'm like, oh no, I don't feel that. I don't know if it worked. And you're only supposed to do it like once, so I did it like 4
Oh
times.
fuck.
And later that week, it was like the most infected looking, swollen, like burned down to like the tissue.
Scorched earth leg.
It was disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good now though.
I just I stumbled across I forgot who I was watching, but I saw somebody talk about this Reddit story. I don't know why this made me think of this.
Are you
So-
a Redditor?
No, I wish I was because there's so much weird shit you can find on there. I don't ever know how to find any of the good stuff.
You might get a little Reddit
Same
gold
with, like-
if you tell a good story.
Same like 4chan. Is that good?
It's great.
Okay. But somebody was talking about how they went
No,
up
what
to a
the
guy's
fuck? I
house,
can't
like a
sleep
buddy's
yet.
or like a coworker's
Lame.
house for the first time, and it smelled terrible. Like he was like, "Oh my god, what does that smell?" He goes, "Oh, let me show you." And he went into his back room and he brought out these like crusty ass boxers, and it was cum boxers, and he had, but he's been coming in these boxers for 7 years. You want me to show you the picture of it?
You have a picture.
There's a picture of it. Well, I have the link to the thing. I've been showing
Why was
everybody.
he? Why was he
He's
proud
lying.
of
This wasn't. This was him. This was his friend came over and he showed him his own cum boxers.
That's yes.
I did see the cum sock. Someone came. It was someone's. Let me see.
Oh.
Isn't that disgusting?
Let me see.
Oh.
Trying to
Here.
even figure out what I'm looking at here.
It looks like mozzarella cheese. It's disgusting. Isn't that horrid?
Holy shit!
I actually
dude.
feel like you're about to fag.
Why?
I know it's so.
This looks like a weird AI like art.
It looks like
background.
it looks like a $3 chicken parm. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like to me. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Is that chicken parm?" Nope. It's a pair of cummy boxers, dude.
There was a guy on Reddit I saw who he had a cum sock, and it was his cum, his booger and something else, tonsil stones, for years. And then the picture was
Tonsil stones. Too.
vile.
That is disgusting.
Like, why dedicate a sock or something to that? Is
Because
it
you're
just like,
disgusted. You're a
I don't
gross
wanna waste
person
the
deep
I'm
down.
not wasting paper.
I think it becomes like a trophy at some point.
I do think it's like a weird sense of like gross pride.
It's like, how much more can I really do to this?
I used to know a couple of guys who like they're younger.
We're up to no good.
I hope so. I don't really. I mean, no,
They
they're
started making trouble in the
they're good guys. I'm not gonna. But their younger brothers, for some reason, I was like, it became a thing where I was like, why does this keep happening? But it was like their younger brothers had like booger walls, and that became like a big thing. So the young kid, you'd go into like by their bed, and it'd just be like
Disgusting.
fucking tons of snot all over the wall. So I saw it once, and I'm like, that kid's a fucking. I'm never going in that house again. Disgusting fucking ape people. Yuck. Went over to my other buddy's house. He's like, yeah, my brother's kind of a gross. He's kind of a weirdo. Just snot all over his wall too.
I just remembered people would always wipe their fucking boogers on the button to the hand dryers in like school bathrooms
That's
and
so
shit.
That never happened to me, thank God.
They like wipe them on the mirrors and stuff too, or like the handles of the faucets.
I went to this
the
kid's
mirror,
house.
Definitely, I've seen that.
When I was in college, I went to this guy's house, and he was like, "Hey, you want to see something funny? Yo, dude, my little cousin stayed with me, and check it out, dude." Just like makes me look under a desk. Because my cousin's cum wall, just like streaks of cum down the wall. And he's
It looks like fucking stalactites.
he's like, he just comes all
Look
over.
at it. Flashlight.
And I'm like, do your parents know? He's like, no. I'm like, why are you saying this like it's a point of pride?
It's
Like,
awesome, right?
Is cum
Yeah,
wall
no,
still
that's
there?
how
He
kind of
has like the fucking hard hat with the flashlight on it. I look up if you see there.
Is
See, that's
cum
the
wall
oldest
still
one.
existent to this day?
I have no idea. I could
There's years of
ask him.
formations. You'd hope it's gone.
This
That's-
was like
that-
8 years ago.
That's
so.
that's a unfortunate surprise to whoever has to clean that.
Do
Yeah,
you
they're
think
gonna
they
move the
know what
desk.
it was, or do they think oh something spilled
It's
here?
under a computer desk.
What is this? What the hell is this? Oh my God! Look at this.
Why are they looking
Hey,
so
Martha,
far
Martha,
up?
Martha. Well, I imagine he's like on his shoulder, like on the ground, like maybe he like was messing with some cables on the floor, and he's like, "Oh my God, what the hell is?" Yeah. He's like,
What the hell?
"What the hell is this?"
Guys, you're gonna want to see this.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you have a cum wall?
Jackpot. I was trying to think of more like Marvel quips.
Do you?
Do you have a cum wall?
Yes.
No.
No.
Really?
No.
Why
I've
not?
never done really anything that gross with cum. I don't have any kind of collection.
Have you ever
of
played with it?
my cum?
You just kind of
Definitely.
play around with it.
I don't think I've played
Toss
around.
it from
I've
hand to
never
hand.
ejaculated enough to like have a game of like flubber with it.
Yeah.
But I definitely remember like the first couple
you
times I
doing
came when I was younger. I definitely was just like
I do that every time. Still, I'm still amazed by it. Every single time, I'm just like,
like a third grader at like a Scholastic book fair ordering those fucking like slime containers.
oh,
It's incredible.
it's
I'll be honest. I know every guy smells their cum at least once.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Put up.
frequently.
Yeah.
It's intriguing.
It's a
Smell?
wonderful
Smells like
smell.
chlorine.
That always to me.
I wish there was a candle.
That
there
proves-
probably is.
That proves that as soon as I did that, I stopped believing in God, believing in evolution. But there's nothing that probably was ever more chimp-like that I ever did than being like,
That's how chimps smell things. They go, like they like have their like hand out.
but
so,
you
like,
but you can tell too that like it's like the pondering eyes afterwards, like when they do like
I was at the zoo once and a monkey was masturbating and ate its semen in front of us.
that's
And
intense.
its semen was like sticky blobs, like objects almost. And it was just like, where did we lose that along the evolutionary line?
I don't know.
You know,
I bet one guy was just like, dude, what are we doing?
I was sitting around just like,
That's my stand bit. Well, I mean, what's the whole deal where monkeys eat their cum at the zoo? I mean, there was one monkey who just stood aside and he's just like, what are we doing here? That's my bit. That's what I would do at the Laugh Factory. That's what I do on Kill Tony podcast.
that's good.
Is that good?
Yeah, I gotta pee.
Okay.
What?
I gotta pee.
Why?
Because my bladder's full.
That's unacceptable.
Ryan, please, man.
You say
You're
Brian?
gonna make me wet my pants again on this podcast. Thank God we lost the footage for
We
that
do have
episode,
another
but
ad break to go to.
We do.
So,
And when we're back, you're gonna see the funniest last third of the podcast you've ever seen.
I hope.
me too.
I can't tell if this has even been a good episode so far. So I apologize for that.
Well, this is the worst episode yet.
Yeah.
That's you should title it that though. Seriously, the worst episode yet featuring Papa Meat.
The new year is almost here, and whether you're making big changes or settling back into a consistent routine, chances are you could use some audio accompaniment on your journey. I know that for me, it's crucial to have my tunes boosted all the way into my ear.
Option. It's convenient therapist and can get you there. BetterHelp. HEL.
What the fuck?
Discover online privacy protection. We'll help remove your personal data from 10 popular people search websites.
You know what I noticed, Ryan? Last night Hunter said, you gotta get rid of that fucking Grinch's hoodie.
Well, I don't
And
wear
now
it
today you're
every
not
day.
wearing it.
I don't wear it every day.
That,
I wear it a lot of days.
I think the last 3 times I've been here, you wore it every day. On you.
I like it, Ryan. I think you should wear whatever makes you comfortable.
I mean, same. I don't know. It's just me, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I've always worn what I wanted to. Thanks, guys. Do you want me to wear something else?
I love.
How
You want me to wear
about
some
you change
jeans?
yourself for us?
Next time I'm in town, I'd love if you just wore a 2-piece suit.
I don't think I'd want to. If you do it with me.
You guys would both look very dapper in suits, I think.
I wouldn't even really go to Men's Warehouse anymore. I'm so fat. I'd have to go like that fucking disgusting one, like the big and tall store.
Disgusting one.
Disgusting one?
Yeah, just unproportionate. They go there and it's just freaks. Either fucking 7 feet tall or 4'3", and you're just fat as shit. Like, thankfully, we have like just like Batman villain sizes in here, and you look like the Penguin. That's how they gauge it.
Speaking of fat, you just had a meeting.
I can't say I won't disclose where, but yes. And
And,
it was the most awkward meeting to people that don't realize when you are pitching, let's say, to like just people. I'm not gonna say who.
A big
But
company.
You go and you pitch and you do stuff and you set these preliminary meetings up where you do stuff and you just talk to people. And I had probably the worst, most uncomfortable one I've ever had yet. Today.
This was a follow-up, right?
Yes. And I sat there and I went in today. And usually when you go in, it's very formal, whatever. There's a group of people in there in the conference room or whatever. So I go in, I try to do a nice icebreaker bit. Try to break it up the conversation a bit where we start off and everything's just not so formal. So I sit there and I shake the guy's hand, this executive's hand, and I say, hey, thanks for having me here. You know, I'm really sorry. I'm so morbidly obese. And so I say to him, and he does, oh, that's not a problem. That's not an issue with us. Like taking it totally seriously. That's not a problem. That's not an issue with us. I mean, right? He kind of like started to look to his colleagues for, like, you know, reaffirming what he's saying, and they're like, "Oh no, absolutely, nuh-uh. No, it's not a big deal." And they were kind of clamoring over each other, and I sat there and I was just like, "It's a joke. I'm just joking around, you know." And it got really quiet and very still. And the guy was like, "Oh, okay, so you're not obese?" And I said, and it was just kind of like one of those things where like, no, I am, you know, but it was
Thank
like
you.
super uncomfortable, and it kind of, he's like, okay, well, let's just talk about, you know, this, whatever.
That's the part that I can't get past. That did he actually like verbatim was so you're not.
He literally, like kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, so you're not obese, or like, it's like him trying to wrap his head around what was being said, because he was trying to be as like politically correct as he could
And like
with like,
polite to you.
yeah, like how do I approach this kind of thing. And the meeting goes on, it's like very normal, and then as we're leaving, the same guy is taking me out, and like at the front there's like, you know, usually all these places have like a little area with like bottled water, stickers, like whatever else, like little things you can take away. And he was like, yeah, feel free to get some hand sanitizer or, you know, a snack if you want. And he looks at me after he says the snack thing, and I'm just like, what do you mean? And he like grabs my wrist, and we kind of like go over to the side of this room, like this break room area, and he was like whispering as if I don't know who he thought was gonna hear us, but he took me over to the side and he was just like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's okay. I didn't end it on something where I was like, no, I'm just whatever, it's fine. I left it to where it was very odd and uncomfortable. and I'm hoping I get an email later.
But just
Not
for
obese?
fun, just for fun.
Yeah.
You wanted to fuck with the guy.
yeah, it was probably the most uncomfortable meeting I've ever been in.
Well, it's I feel like a lot of those executive guys are like terrified of like having a journalist write an article about like workplace,
Yeah.
you know, like fat phobia or harassment or something. So
Yeah.
they're like super careful not to. I like he basically just made you like you started the obese thing as a joke, and then he brought it back around to make you just have to basically be like, oh, no, I actually am.
Yeah, I mean, it was full on. He's like, basically put it in a way where it's me being like, so you are, right? And I had to, yes, I am. Actually, yes. Yes, in the grand
Yes,
scheme.
actually.
In the grand scheme of it all, yeah. Yes. Yes.
We need some pointers from you when we go have executive meetings.
Some icebreakers.
Usually, that's definitely the most abrasive and like, super abrasive one I've done. But usually,
It's
whenever
so-
people
that's
do
so
that, usually people just. Usually, if they don't understand, they usually just laugh and do ha 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 ha, and they like shake your hand. And they're like, all right, well, let's get started.
Yeah.
You know, this guy was like, I mean, I had straight up saw the boogeyman. You know, like an
Might have
audible gasp.
Do you think you played it off well, or was it hard for you not to like, kind of?
I was kind of smiling at first, you know, because I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting there, and the guy's like, I mean, that's not a problem. That's not a problem, right, guys? It's not a problem. I mean, that's not a big deal, whatever. And I'm
one
like,
executive, like, actually-
my smile went like, I was like, and then I was just as confused as everybody else was. So it was a room full of people just being like,
No, it's okay if you're fat.
yeah, that's
okay.
no, absolutely, no, that's not actually. That's why you're here.
I was just one executive like, actually, I have a problem with it.
Yeah, actually, there's some serious, very serious life changes
What the
you need
fuck?
to make
It's,
before you would ever be able to function through this.
It's a
place.
health thing for me. It's a health issue.
It's a gross thing.
How would
really.
you reacted if he just went? Sorry, what?
Every person that I hire, I visualize naked, and I have to be okay with that. And with you, I'm not okay with that. Go ahead, Ryan.
My turn.
Yep.
If I can remember what I was gonna ask,
I braked for you, just so you know, and you backed down to me. So I just want to make sure.
because you're the guest. Isn't that just
sure? Why not?
good manners?
You guys got to
Am I
steamroll
wrong?
over everybody.
Got a steamroller?
Everybody.
Well, we usually do to Freddie, who was recently on the podcast.
Freddie Dreddy?
Sweet,
Yeah.
sweet boy.
But he says he doesn't like to talk. He just likes sitting on the couch. He says this
Oh, I
is just a
thought I
very
had more
comfortable
rope.
couch.
He actually didn't even know he was on the podcast. He thought we were just chilling.
Just with a microphone in his face.
Yeah.
This is how we hang out. This is how I hang out at my buddy's house, just like this.
Well, I told him that Ryan was having hearing problems, so we had like he has a hearing aid, and you got to speak into the mic for Ryan to hear it better.
Such a cute orange bearded man.
He is, man. I saw a picture of us recently online that we took a couple years ago. We're both we're in Amoeba Records, and we're both wearing the same Eminem shirt. And Freddie just looks like a child. He's grown so much. He's such a
boy.
grower. He's a big boy now.
Grower and a shower. is what I would
He's
say.
got a big red beard now.
Yeah, a little Irishman beard.
Little Irishman beard. It's big too. I never
It's big,
expected.
and, but it's
A
long.
Canadian Irishman beard.
I was impressed when I saw the beard.
Dude, I saw him last week, and it was down to here. Now it's way bigger than it was when he was on the podcast, and I'm like, dude,
I could never get that length.
how are you doing that?
Do you shape it up, or
I'm
do
so
you just let it grow?
Your beard
and
looks
then, like,
great.
trim
My wife
just the
shaped it
length?
up a little bit.
Okay,
Every time I've tried to shape it up myself, I cut too much, and I just have to shave the whole thing off.
that's what happens with me. Is like
Well-
I'll accidentally just go, zzz, and
Yep,
then
you're
like, a
like,
big
okay, well,
patch
fuck
is-
it.
Last time that happened was the week I was growing a mustache, so it was weird because you were clean shaven and I had facial hair.
It was the news. It was a very short. Did we record any videos?
We did, yeah. There's a video of it. Do you think I should? I want to go back to the brown, shorter hair soon. Think I should try the mustache again with it?
That
Yeah.
with the glasses, classic, like 2015 Super Mega.
I mean, I always
Yeah.
support the mustache, but every time
You still haven't gotten a chance to actually see it in
no,
person.
No. Only when we worked at Game Grumps and you
That one
darkened it a little.
didn't count because that's incomparable to what I actually can grow now. It still is not anything
wanna see what
impressive,
you
but
can grow
it
now.
is. Maybe when I'm home for Christmas, I'll let it grow out. That's the perfect time, right?
Good. Yes.
You know.
We're not recording any content, so you don't have to feel self-conscious about it.
I
Test the
kind of
waters.
do want to maybe go into 2020, you know, got the new hair, and then actually try to grow a full mustache and keep it for a while. Maybe
Yeah.
make that my new look, you know, get a little buff, have a mustache. See, the problem, I get talked out of it because when I grow the mustache, people on the internet get really mean to me, and they call me names. They call me, which I think having facial hair. I think comparing someone to someone that has sex with children just because they grow a little facial hair is crass. It's crude. It's rude. It's not very nice.
I find that grown men who don't have facial hair look more like.
Just like the ones who look like just boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking
like Technovision. Like clean shaven like
you know
that.
Technovision?
Why? I've always pronounced it Ted Nivison.
No, it's
no.
Technovision.
Why the fuck did I pronounce it like that?
I don't know, but it's Technovision.
It's Technovision.
He gets
I thought
really
you guys
upset
were
if
fucking
anyone
I thought it was
mispronounce
Ted Nivison too.
Yeah,
and then I met
same.
him and he was like, "It's Technovision." Like he corrected me very
You're fucking
sternly.
with me.
No, it's Technovision. It's supposed to.
I
sound-
see.
No,
I
it's-
see your little ass looking over at him like this.
Hunter, it's supposed to sound
I'm
like
looking at him because he's
television.
talking and it's a podcast.
It's supposed to sound like television.
Ted Division.
That's why, yeah,
Okay. So just say Ted, because that's gonna throw me off. Ted Division.
like television, but it's Technovision.
I understand. I get it. No, I'm just saying. I've always pronounced like Ted Nivison.
Why?
I don't know, because I'm stupid.
Did you think that was his last name?
Probably.
Nivison is not a last name.
I could see so. Derek Nivison. That sounds like a soccer player.
It does
Yeah,
sound
but
like
if
a
you're a
soccer player.
YouTuber, I think it makes more like Markiplier Game, and then there's like
Technovision.
Technovision. It's more of a YouTubey name.
Prank gameplay.
So is Markiplier supposed to be like multiplayer?
No, I think it's just his name was Mark, and he was like
It was supposed, to
Plier.
be, it was supposed to be like
Multiplier.
Markiplier, and a part of it was because he was gonna do a bunch of personalities. I think like Warfstash and Markiplier and Darkiplier and
Don't bring up Darkiplier.
Slender Man. I don't know.
I don't want to talk about
Freddy
Darkiplier.
Fazbear. Okay.
I don't want to talk about Darkiplier.
No, it's fine. We just had experiences with Dark.
Yeah, we had run-ins.
I don't ever want to
I want to.
conflate Mark and Dark. You know.
I'm pissed that Mark didn't act like. This isn't even a bit. I'm pissed that he didn't show full cock
On his
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Or butthole.
I mean, could he? Is it done? Is it over now? The OnlyFans.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I'm just saying, what he could have done is he could have just grabbed the base of his cock as hard as he could, just forced all the blood to the upper half of it,
Region.
and just uploaded that. Or even just him doing a tasteful, because he already puts his fucking ass out there and stuff. Just do a tasteful and put your dick and balls out there, dude. Really raise some fucking money for charity.
I was saying at least, if nothing else,
the level of
pull apart, like pull up one cheek so we can see a little bit of the ass.
Even if it was an asshole pic, I'd be
Yeah.
like,
What about a from behind, and you could see his
From
little,
behind,
his little prunes hanging
put
through.
put the balls out a little bit, and then just the tip of his cock, just a bit, so you can give a little kiss. And then he's just more so about the asshole, like a bleached asshole.
Or what if the phone is on the ground looking up, and he stands fully naked over it, flaccid, so you can see looking up. You've got both little prunes, and then you.
I would almost want it to be fully erect from the bottom.
And he's like peeking out from behind.
And he's peeking.
Hello.
He's peeking around the post. He's like this.
What if he just did
He's
something
glaring.
similar to like what I did in the Christmas tree
The
video
Christmas
this
tree.
year?
I didn't. So our new
saw that.
I think I've seen that.
our new Christmas tree
Jesus.
video, which
Nice.
it's probably out by this point, but there's a shot in it, and I didn't catch this because I was decorating the tree, but Ryan drops his slacks. We're in a hot tub. He drops his slacks, and he walks up to decorate the tree. And you're fucking nuts, dude.
My nuts are tucked.
They squeeze out between your thighs, and they're so perfectly round.
He
and
has
defined.
such like a baby's ass too. So just like this large baby with these nuts coming out the back.
Dude, it's like two perfect little gumballs just go between your thighs.
You can tell, dude, that those are just all slippery and stuff. It was just,
They're so shiny.
Yeah, glistening.
No hair on them either. They were smooth and they were
Thank you.
shiny.
I honestly expect you to be just hair, like your ass to be hairy as shit, but it's not. You got a very
My ass
smooth
is hairy as shit.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Which people raised hell about because Justin posted the FaceTime picture, which I told him not to post, a private FaceTime session where you can see my ass in it. And if you zoom in, there, you can see a little fur.
Sprouts of hair
A
coming
little
out of your
fur,
ass.
but men have fur in between their ass.
A lot
so
of people was saying that was poop.
Why would that be poop? Why would I have poop in between my ass?
In the ass crack, man, that's just like a fucking wilderness. Especially if you don't clean it up, if you don't take care of it. It goes from your asshole up to your taint, and it's just like it's like a fucking crazy, just jungle down there. Yeah, I don't trust people who don't. I mean, I lost a lot of trust in you by being a grown man who didn't have a hairy ass.
I have hair in my ass, like in between my ass crack. I just don't have hair on my ass. Really.
I don't have it on my ass. I have it
He doesn't
between the
have it
cracks.
on his.
I think
I got a bare little ass.
I have the ass of like Roseanne Barr. It's like season 2 of Roseanne. It is not good. Like it's not an appealing ass.
Don't say that about yourself. I
It's a
think
great
you
ass.
guys
I'm
are
just
crazy.
realistic. I'm realistic. People are looking at this video and they're fucking probably gagging, looking at look at me in this frame, dude. Look how small
The
you
camera moved, dude. So like if we moved a little, you'd everything would look better. I'm just gonna blame it on Leighton.
It's Leighton's fault.
Yeah.
Why did Leighton put the
where
camera
is
in
he
the
today?
trajectory of the door?
He's coming in. He said he was headed in
he's getting tattoos today.
about 15 minutes, 20 minutes ago.
We let our employee take the day off to get tattoos.
We did that with Jim as well.
I get my tattoos outside of work hours. But
Not
that's
your
just me.
haircuts though.
Well, the haircuts, you know, they're on a schedule, and I
Yeah.
can't. You know, I can't be like, let me get a haircut at 6 p.m.
And it's important. You're gonna be on camera.
It's well, also
It's part of your
tattoos.
job.
Yeah, exactly.
Tattoo places are open pretty late. Places to get your haircut, they
Sports
close pretty
Clubs
early.
closes at like 6:30.
Yeah, like
So-
they're not. Tattoo places are open pretty late. I
Yeah,
can go get a
very late.
tattoo, you know. But also, Ryan, the thing about getting haircuts is they have very limited availability when I get my haircuts. So she's like, I have this day and this time. Otherwise, you gotta wait 3 weeks. I'm like,
Your hair
body.
looks beautiful, like on a normal day, but like when you get it cut, it does sing. I will say, like I do appreciate that you put that much thought and effort, not only into the work, because I know you also do it for me and the employees, because we feel better.
well, I mainly do it for you. I know that you wanna see my
Wait,
look.
wait.
You wanna see me with a nice fade.
I'm just
Well, I just
How
hate
the
whenever
fuck
he,
did
even
this end
Ryan
up
talks
over
about this 'cause
here?
He's just so naturally beautiful. that
WTF?
He like has to
fuck?
like patronize you by being like, oh, when you get your haircut, it looks
I'm not
really
paid.
good.
You're just trying to divide us. I give my friend compliments all the time.
Hey, he will not divide us.
Nope.
I can't even grab it now. What?
maybe tomorrow.
Nope, not tomorrow either.
All right,
You can't divide the funny brothers.
I love you guys.
I love you too, Hunter.
Brah.
Out of all the people I've met on YouTube and I will say this publicly, you guys are my favorite.
That scared the shit out
Right?
of me.
You might be ours.
Okay, the might I just wouldn't say anything because I'm not.
Well, I can't speak for
I'm
Ryan.
gonna have to wonder now.
It's like a tie. Like Ninja Brian and you are right at the top.
For me, it's Danny.
Who the fuck is
And you.
Ninja Brian? Oh, that deal. Okay. I didn't know what that was. Sorry, I didn't. That threw me for a loop. At first, I was associating that with the Twitch guy.
Fuck.
Ninja, he is really nice too. We used to have these gaming nights where, god damn, we probably go through half a bottle of Adderall together. It's fucking
Twister nights.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh, don't even bring those up.
Do you want to?
Don't bring.
Do you want to come by and play some games? So
Man.
bored.
Me and Ryan and Ninja. Speaking of Adderall, we would do about half a bottle of Adderall with each other, and we played Twister into the early, until the sun was up. At least until like 11 a.m. sometimes.
We'd play Real Life Don't Wake Daddy too. Which
Yes.
is super fun.
That was fun.
Do you want to play that?
No.
You're staying with me tonight. Do you want to play some games? Not video games. I like.
I think I'm
Brotherly
doing
games.
something later, so I won't be around a lot. Like
Why?
after this, I probably won't see you guys
What?
again.
I thought we were getting dinner tonight.
That had to change.
Don't you need reservations to the place you're talking about? Can we just walk in?
Just walk right in.
Okay.
So I guess those antidepressants aren't really doing much.
No, not. Doesn't seem like it.
No.
What do you want specifically?
I don't even know the names. I hate medications have to be so like. Why can't it just be like pill 4? You know what I mean?
I'm
Just
on,
as it-
I'm
just
on
as
pill
the-
4, 8, and 6.
But
Because
see what I mean? Like, instead it's like Golazepam. Yeah, so we're gonna put you on Golazepam,
I've taken that.
and whenever you put that on, we're gonna take that twice a week, and we're also gonna make that with fluoride, dexterity, and you're like, I don't know anything. So you try telling people,
well, then you give them like nice little nicknames.
well, there could be a
And they're sold on the
thick
streets.
manual just labeled 1 through fucking 1,000. We're gonna put you on 987. We're gonna put you on 712. Boom. Boop. That's what it is. Bam.
Some people get more confused by numbers. I think that's more confusing than saying dextro, anthro, metafine. That's all
Like already that, like you saying that took you much longer than just saying a number.
I like the numbers, right? You know.
how about there's just
419.
how about there's just 26
I'm on
medications
78.
total? 26 medications.
If they just solve everything.
We can boil them down, and we don't need all these. We can boil them down to just about 26.
Start
We choose
combining the
best medication
pills.
for each illness.
Combine
Yes.
the pills. So it multi-treats things.
Okay, so like a 3-in-1 shampoo type, like conditioner.
Yeah,
Yes.
Body wash.
exactly. So you have that, and then that way we can get the numbers way lower.
Okay.
So it's like a 1 through 26, whatever, 1 through 50, something that's a little more manageable. I have 43. Oh, I have 43 too.
That's not a bad idea. I'm on 21 myself.
I'd like to be on 1.
Yeah, I'd like to be on.
Or as the doctor's call, the pill.
I'd like to be on 12. A 12 pack of beers.
Where should I put
Hey,
this?
do we have any beers? We have
Uh,
some Modelo.
We do have beers, and we have seltzers, and we have
Some
bourbon.
liquor?
We have bourbon, yeah.
Man, maybe for the after hours, I'm gonna have to drink a little.
I just had a
Go
bourbon
a
and
little
Coke
crazy.
Zero.
Ooh, I'm jealous. I should have. We should have all just drank to our heart's content on this pod. But usually, drinking is what leads to us not being able to record the podcast.
The first time I was on this podcast, I like felt so bad because I saw comments about people being like, Hunter was talking over everybody the whole time. I felt terrible. And I was listening to the pod. It was hard for me to listen to because I was just fucking stumbling over everybody.
Don't let those idiots make you feel.
You're always
bad.
your own
We
worst critic.
we always talk over each other.
Yeah, but
Always.
it's
No, we
finding
don't.
it's finding cute whenever the co-host do that or the host, do that. But as a guest, you want to be a good guest. You want to be a clickable guest.
You are a clickable guest.
I hope
You're more
so.
famous than we are.
It's not true.
That is true.
That is very
Look at the
true.
numbers.
Look at the
How many subscribers do you have?
The analytics are fickle.
Only
they mean
needed one,
nothing. What
though I
really
needed
matters
2.
is a dedicated, hardcore fan base that shows up for new and exciting ideas, and I don't have that.
You're more successful than we are.
I mean, in terms of in ways,
Accomplishments?
Yes, no, in ways,
You
yes.
just want a streaming.
That is
Who
true.
the
never
fuck
even been
cares about a
nominated.
streaming? Who
I do.
cares?
I'd love to be nominated and win a
Actually,
streaming.
like, unironically, would you really?
If I,
Yeah,
I
it's a
would-
big
it would be
accomplishment.
great. We would be able to go on stage and get to tell everyone like
I didn't even get to
who
go on
we are.
the way they gave me the award, I was on, like, the thing was like, the award was given in 3 seconds. Like, I wouldn't even be able to go on stage.
Oh.
It was like a passing thing, and like, I don't even care. I'm just saying it's one of those things where it's just like jacking each other off in this way, where it's like, who gives a shit? Everybody who gets great views anyways on YouTube, they don't deserve it. There's
What?
like somebody that's
Ludwig just won Content Creator of the Year. Do you think he doesn't deserve that? This was at the VGAs, mind you, which is a very prestigious award collective. So, what do you have to say?
I don't know.
Does Ludwig not deserve that? Are you afraid to talk against Ludwig?
Yeah, he seems pretty in tight with Susan
Boyle?
Yes, that's good. That's good. I wish you wouldn't have laughed, damn it. I was gonna be like, well,
I'm sorry.
Susan Boyle. That's I haven't heard that name in so I haven't heard that name forever. That bitch just sells Starbucks CDs now, right?
That bitch.
Well, it's like
That dumb bitch.
I've just been listening to so much hip hop lately, dude.
wait, was the whole appeal? Was it like she's fat but she can sing?
She's fat and she has an accent. She looks really gross, but she can sing kind of good.
It wasn't that she was fat. It was she.
have a hearken son.
It was marketed at the time as like she's ugly and she has a beautiful voice.
She's fugly, but she has the voice. It's like Beauty and the Beast. Her voice is beautiful, but she looks like a fucking troglodyte.
That's the way it was marketed.
It was. My dad got her CD, and Jesus Christ, did he play it a lot?
She said, "God damn, Sue, what I wouldn't give, I would leave your mom immediately."
Susan
be-
Boyle
to-
can sit on my fucking face.
I'd love for Sue. I'd love to eat because Susan Boyle, her pussy's just not shaved at all.
Yeah, it's hairy.
Just like hairy. What's one of those things where it looks like
What's wrong with that?
looks like the top of like Pauly Shore's head in the army now. Where the fuck that
I just
movie
don't
is?
think anything- I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
The hairy pussy.
Yeah. A big forest, a big mound. Looks like fire ants
I don't
crawling
like.
on
I
a-
don't
on
like
a
when.
fi-
I don't like when. I don't like when you have a sexual partner and they're just completely shaven. It's too much. I like a little bit of hair, but I don't. Too much hair is just not appealing to me. To me, that's my preference.
I like all down the thighs and legs. I like to like kind of. It connects me with the body more.
For me, it's like a jungle adventure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I call that the fucking little Jumanji.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Climbing
that's a
through
good
the.
one. We
through
can
the-
use that
through
now.
the bush.
Just talk like Robin Williams the whole time while you're down there eating it out.
So be careful.
Spirit lives on. His legacy lives on. Oh.
There's no
It
heaven.
lives on when I'm eating hairy pussy. That's what it sounds like.
Chicken of China, the Chinese chicken. Right? That's why I sing Chumbawamba down there. Is that Chumbawamba?
That's bare naked ladies.
Oh, I don't know. They're all the same.
China, the Chinese chicken.
Who did who had the music video where it's Christopher Walken like flying around that was really popular back? Was that Chumbawamba?
No, that was
I
Fat
don't
Boy
know.
Slim.
Fat Boy Slim. See, all that shit blends together for me.
They're not the same genre at all.
I'm just saying, in my core memory, they all blend.
That is a great music video.
Oh,
Christopher
that was such a popular music video.
Christopher Walken is Christopher Flying in that video. He dances good as hell in that video too.
Him like walking around. That was fucking. That's a good one. That got me good.
That's a good video.
You've seen the music video to "I'm Not Afraid," right?
I don't know if I
Is
have
that an
actually.
Eminem song?
Yeah.
I'm not
Classic.
afraid.
What's the music video?
He's on a building, and then he has his arms like this, and he's rapping.
You know what's the worst? Probably one of the worst songs, one of the worst music videos is the fucking Rap God video.
I'm beginning
Where's
to
Max
feel
at?
the
Rock God, rock.
God. I can do that part.
Do it. Is that the
Well,
kind
you
of
have
the
no
beat?
warm up, so I wouldn't.
I can read the lyrics maybe.
Could
The
you
one's
try?
like, "Summa luma duma luma." I can try. You know who's great at Rap God?
He's gonna act like he's not practicing.
I haven't been practicing. That's the thing. Rap God. You know, one of my favorite things to do is
give me the Pam Beasley over there.
one of my favorite things to
Jim
do
Halpert.
is
Yeah.
look up a Rap God fast part on YouTube and sort by newest, and you just get all these like Indian kids, just like with like a shitty webcam, just going
I'm
crazy.
beginning to feel I got Rap God.
Not like that.
I did kind of make an accent out of that. I didn't really mean to. It was just me trying to like.
Guys, I'm sorry.
It's me just trying to do an Eminem thing, but it did. I got two in my head.
little gay looking boy.
What does he sound like?
It was Eminem doing an Indian accent. How about that?
He used to do the.
So that's wrong on Eminem.
He used to do that a lot.
Eminem's part, not yours. Huh? Who's alive?
He used to do that a lot. Remember the accent Eminem would do?
Yeah. Like Chet Hanks, but a little worse.
Sumalama Doomalum. That's not even lyrics. He just says Sumalama Doomalama. You assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you, I'm superhuman. Innovative, and I'm made of rubber so that anything you say is ricocheting off at me.
You gotta go way faster though, like fast.
Sumalama Doomalama. You assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you. It's hard.
That's pretty good though. I mean, you made it
Sumalama
far.
Doomalama. You assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you. It's really hard.
If you
Get
can
it-
at least get the superhuman, I'll be.
Yeah,
I'll be-
yeah.
Sumalama Doomalama. You assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you. Get it through to you. I'm Sorry, I keep wanting
It's
to say.
close,
I'm
very close. You're right there.
Sumalama Doomalama. You assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you. I'm superhuman.
There it is. That was beautiful.
Innovative, and I made a rubber. Innovative, and I made. Innovative, and I made. Innovative, and I made a rubber. Innovative, and innovative. Fuck. Innovative, and I made a rubber so that anything
I
you
was
say is
saying-
ricocheting off of me.
Okay. I was saying you could stop at the first part because it was so
Okay.
good.
Okay. It's good though. Honestly, what you did, that's impressive.
How's the water?
Dark.
Me looking into the pool at nighttime. What can I say? I'm a comedian.
What is it for?
I laugh at
Can I
very
just
simple
not
things,
listen no more?
dude.
You're
I'm
a
the-
simple man.
I am very simple.
You're a simple man. Simple pleasures.
Yeah, I'm like the Leonard Skinner song.
So we're getting steak tonight?
I believe so. Here, I'll make a reservation just to be safe.
Okay.
Call if they're live right now.
I can just do it online.
No, I'm just saying. Call. I think it'd be a good podcast.
Yeah, I can't place no more. Oh well.
Call up. We'll
Making a reservation.
Yeah. Bleep the name, whatever. But then
Bourbon Steakhouse. I mean, this is coming out well after we went to dinner there. So
Yeah, but now people kind of know the vicinity of where you live.
I don't live next to Bourbon Steakhouse. I just know
I don't live
it's,
anywhere near there.
it's in the Glendale Galleria.
All right, well, fuck me, I guess. Here I was just trying to make sure you guys felt.
And I appreciate that, but I think you overstepped a little bit.
That's true, I did.
Watch it.
Easy, partner.
6:30, 6:15, 6,
What time is it right now?
5:10.
I could do it right
6.
after this, honestly. I'm hungry.
I could go.
5:15, 5 minutes from now.
5 minutes.
5:45.
No, I'm thinking more like it's it's 5.
Let's do 6:15.
Yes,
It's an hour from now. We could do the after hours, then go get some steaks.
Okay.
Sound good?
Mhm.
Let me add our information. What's your phone number, Hunter?
Luke, put it up too. You gotta say your phone number in the mic. Hunter.
Hunter,
Well,
phone number.
I'm not going to put my number in there.
You got to. You can't come to dinner then.
Okay, I won't go then.
Okay, well, have fun sitting at home.
Yeah, I'm going to sit at your house. I'm going to piss all over your fucking couch. Also, how good of a guest have I been so far? Actually, I want to ask that. How good of a guest have I been so far?
Been a great guest. You just slept on the couch, and then we got up and got breakfast.
Folded my blanket.
Did you?
Put the pillow up.
I didn't notice that.
Put away the dishes.
You didn't put away the dishes, did you?
I put away both my cups that you gave me.
2 cups.
I had 1 cup of water, and then right before I went to bed, he said, "Here's a glass of water." Another one.
Brought him a big old, the biggest cup I have, filled it with water.
Drank some of that. Sat there. Got the. Put the dishes away. Made sure I didn't have any of my clothes on the floor or anything like that, because I just was, like socks, anything like that. Just make sure it was all very comfortable. I wanted to be a good guest.
You're a great guest. Thank you. And where can people find my guest?
Sorry, I'm just gonna do the other stuff. What was it?
Well, it was your opportunity to plug yourself, so we're good.
Took care of it.
Yeah.
The podcast. so.
Ladies and gentlemen, Papa Meat, everybody.
I just want to say, literally though, love you guys.
Love you
Shit,
too, man. It's always a fucking
We're
pleasure.
recording a little bit more for the
Damn
after
it.
hours, so this isn't truly the end.
Ryan's gonna get crunk.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a.
Where can you find
alcohol.
Where can you find the extra one?
On our Patreon. It's $5 a month.
Okay.
Every podcast episode, as of the last like 20 or something. And
You know who else has a Patreon?
Two.
Me. I thought you were leading into that. I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
I set you up. I just figured.
I was.
Yeah.
So you understand where I was going.
Yeah, I appreciated it.
Okay. Yeah, Hunter also has a
I have a
Patreon.
Patreon.
We get stickers every
monthly
month
sticker
from him.
if you want, and there's going to be animation tutorials and stuff like that if you want.
We have the stickers. We have a lot of.
We,
the
we,
stickers.
we put them on the glass panes of our
You do.
doors.
I'm actually very humbled by that. I love it.
We love your stickers. Well, let's go to the after hours, where we can say the stuff that we can't say on YouTube.
like.
Man, it's always a slam dunk when I see Ryan and Matt. Love you guys.
Ew. Sure.
Welcome, one and all, to another episode of the Super Mega Cast
Yeah.
with me, Ryan, and my buddy.
Matthew.
Yep, that's us.
I wonder
that's
if
Matt and Ryan.
Why don't people call it? Like,
any
why
of
is
the
it Matt and
people
Ryan? Why is it not Matthew and
subscribed
Ryan?
to my channel.
You know,
Because Matt and Ryan is shorter to say. You don't want Matthew and Ryan is
Nope.
like too much of a.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a mouthful.
It's too
Matthew and
strenuous
Ryan.
for everyday talk,
It
especially
is.
with how short things are getting, in text now.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. You know, we used to speak like fucking Shakespeare.
I should have
Now
plugged it
it's-
as
it's just
soon as the
LOL.
raid started.
Are
Damn.
you okay?
I dropped the bag.
You okay?
Fuck.
Question mark?
Are
you?
you okay? Come on.
Slashy face?
We've
To
lost
convey emotion? We can convey more emotion, I guess.
with emojis.
Mhm.
You know, we kind of like the Egyptians did it, and then I guess it was like we advanced as a species to develop more complicated, writing systems. But look at us, just reverting right back. Old habits die hard, brother. You know,
But it's a language everyone understands.
emojis, yeah. Hieroglyphics, no.
Because people use them like satirically or just like to be like although I feel like I can't tell. Definitely I see a lot of comments and shit where they're doing like cry laughing, like shit like that.
But they don't actually mean it.
No.
You know, that's the thing is, I saw something like this weekend that made a good point. It was like, we've had written language for thousands of years, and we still haven't like come up with a way to convey sarcasm through it. I see people trying on Twitter with the /s.
True.
That means slash sarcastic, right?
Or serious, right?
See, I think serious is SRS,
Oh, okay.
right?
Right. I don't know. /s is sarcasm. Sure. And then SRS is /serious. Seriously, guys, It's
Sirs.
like one of those.
Could be serious. Like, yeah, SRS is serious.
Oh wait, do we have a gift? Because I'm sure you can hear it in the audio version too. But earlier, before this podcast started, Justin came in with a taser and scared Matt, and I'm sure it was caught on video.
It was caught on video briefly.
So let's watch that clip, or listen to the clip at least if you're audio or video. It works either way.
Matt doesn't even see what's coming. Yes, Justin!
Now, wasn't that something?
I didn't even really react that. I was standing directly in front of the camera, so it's just probably gonna be my shirt up close, and then me going, ah.
Well, I'm glad that Luke also put a reaction cam footage of him watching it too.
Yeah, that was great. His commentary was good on that too. Check it out.
I could have done with less commentary on Luke's part. I
Well,
couldn't really hear the video. Luke talking so loudly.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just the audio
you know,
for
it's
his voice was
that
loud.
time of year. The new iPhone's out, iPhone 14, and people have been getting that. But Luke, for some reason, I guess he's trying to be like hip. Went back and he got the iPhone 4.
Yeah.
So when he films with that, it doesn't look or sound too good. But you know, it's Luke. It's Luke's preferences. I'm not gonna shame him.
It's such a messy bit.
You know, Luke's. It's probably like 2 a.m. He's just like, I just gotta get this podcast out, and he's like, oh, okay, now I gotta film myself.
Reacting.
Oh, now I gotta degrade the audio and the video quality of it to match the joke they just did. And you know, he just finished that bit. He's like, all right, now it's done. But Luke, it's crazy how you tracked a clown nose on yourself. Like, God, now I gotta go back and do that.
Do you think that's gonna be like a deep existential moment in his life where he's just like slowly picture like him slowly tracking a clown nose through like old like Premiere ways of tracking.
And you know he's sitting there shirtless.
The camera's just pulling in very slowly,
Silent, just
with like a slow rumble of.
questioning his life choices.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with each click, it becomes louder and more of an echo appears. So it's like.
Getting closer to his breaking point. He's not even blinking. He's just staring at the screen. It's like some clip in some like Netflix,
What time is
Ryan
it?
Murphy show.
Until
3:05.
the rain
Goddamn.
stops and he goes, huh?
And it's like, Luke,
Your coffee's here.
he always edits shirt. Have you ever noticed every time he FaceTimes us, every single time he FaceTimes us with an editing question, he's sitting in his room shirtless?
He is wearing his tunic though.
Yeah, luckily. Luckily, he wears the tunic. But it's a cute little giggle.
Thank you.
He's always shirtless though,
I
dude.
sound like a squeaker toy that just ran out of juice. Yep.
Like it's just got like you get a big squeeze and you try to get one more in, but there's not enough air in it, so it's like.
Like Squeaky from Toy Story 2. What was his name?
I think it was
The penguin.
Squeaky? Squeaker? I don't know.
Squeakers McSqueakin'.
What's his name, bro?
No, that's that's what Kronk says. That's it when he speaks squirrel. Squeaker McSqueakerty. Some shit like that.
Let me fucking.
Wasn't that funny though in that movie when he could talk to squirrels? Could you imagine talking to squirrels?
Yeah, I can't fucking imagine it at all, dude. Like,
What would they say? What knowledge would they bestow upon us, you think?
probably not too different from us. Talking about nuts.
Jay, you know, I watched a squirrel the other day going to the lawn,
Yeah.
pick up one of Lego's turds, put it in its mouth, and run up a tree with it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you fucking did. Are you serious?
Yeah. And I looked it up online. Squirrels do sometimes eat dog poop because there's a lot of nutrients.
Oh, dude,
there.
bro had no idea.
he thought he had it because at one point earlier I had noticed one.
Fuck,
had
I need to
actually
find
buried
a
nut in my yard.
cannibal
Really?
camp or whatever.
That's cool. It's like
it
you're witnessing
would
like
be
history
called.
being made. Squirrels forget like we're 90% of the. So
I
like
saw
they-
the landscaper on his riding lawnmower going over the hill in my yard.
the big hill, your backyard. Dude, they forget where they bury like 90% of their nuts. So like they just take nuts and they bury them.
They
and
like
then
just put grass over it or like put it within kind of already a ditch.
fuck
and
is
they're
this?
grass
stupid as
over it.
hell. They'll be like, I'm coming back for this one, and then never come back.
What was cool for like watching his little hand, like he was like really
Speaking of
playing with it, he's
squirrels,
like-
about it.
Because he's like, I gotta come back for this. It's
He
gotta be
grabbed
safe.
it like, and then ran up a tree with it. It was a treat for him. He loved
He
it.
had
treat
no
for
idea
me.
what shit either.
He's like,
You know, like in his mind, it's like this isn't feces. This,
This is a
like
wonderful
it's like this
nut.
is a treat. Like what is? Oh, I got lucky today finding whatever this
They
is.
threw out some
Hello,
cupcake
Mr. Squirrel.
batter. or
Fuck
something.
yeah, dude! Little
You're
brownie
coming with
batter.
me.
Yeah, sounds like an Austin Powers joke.
That
Or, like,
100% an Austin
We're
Powers.
trying to
joke.
find a cannibal
a
camp.
cupcake, and it's like, no, we solidified his poop from it being a liquid because we couldn't get
That happened in Austin Powers, didn't it?
with coffee.
He
They just
drinks
take his
the poo-poo.
diarrhea. Yeah, this tastes like shit. It is shit, Austin. Yep.
Man, we gotta write a fucking movie, man.
Basil.
We'd have so many We'd have so many good jokes, man. So I'm a little out of it. I've been sick the last week.
I just think it's. We brought it up several times, but I still think it's insane and
Justin,
the fuck is this?
unfortunate that we won't get an Austin nut. Sorry.
yeah, I'll finish it. We won't get an Austin Powers sequel. Another one. That is
Thank you.
devastating. Well, I don't know, man. You never know.
I just think he's just too gone for the role now. I don't know if he'd even want to do it.
What if they did like Austin Powers when he's older? Do that with Zoolander.
Yeah, but like Ben Stiller kept up with his health.
He's still
I'm
been
not.
healthy.
I'm not like. He's not. I'm not like fat shaming Michael Myers. Mike Myers.
It sounds like that's exactly what you're about to do.
Is Michael Myers
But he
fat
doesn't-
now?
I do feel. I mean, just remember Ben Stiller in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, of course.
How fucking insanely ripped he was. He made himself shirtless a lot, and he flexed.
I would too if I were him, dude. If I got that ripped and
Man,
I
I
was
need
making
to
a stupid
get a
comedy
haircut.
movie,
My
I'd
hair
be shirtless and everything.
I mean,
Sucks.
they're all movie stars. They gotta look beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Mike Myers would
Fuck
want to
is that?
reprise his role as.
That's what I think.
As-
He'd have to do Dr. Evil too.
Let's see if I can find
Has there
some
ever been any rumors of another Austin Powers movie?
There's been,
yeah,
like-
cloth in here.
Yeah, there's always
Knees.
been rumors.
Let me look up right now if there's ever
Oh,
any
yeah.
Austin Powers.
It's
Oh,
but
it
it's
came out in 1999, so it has been a while. Hey,
what did?
Austin Powers.
Yeah, but like they made fucking Goldmember. This is the last one they made, and that came out in the 2000s, like early.
Fuck off.
When did that one come out?
Ryan, do I have some news for you, brother?
No.
Uh-huh.
Okay, lay it on me, Slim.
Groovy, baby. This is a Fox 4 article
Okay.
published September 19th, 2022.
Should I temper my expectations?
No, I don't think so. Okay. Groovy, baby. Mike Myers opened up about the possibility of a future film in the popular Austin Powers film series, subtly teasing that fans could possibly expect a fourth film in the near future.
When was this article?
September,
Oh shit.
as in last month at the time
Okay.
of recording this. September 19th, so just weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
About a week
This
ago.
episode comes out in
week ago,
November,
Fuck
but-
was which week ago? Which week
Damn.
ago?
But who knows, dude? Maybe by the time this episode drops, they've announced the next Austin Powers. Listen to this. I don't know.
You're doing it off, yeah.
The comedian and actor said when asked a possible new installment in the beloved comedy franchise at the red carpet of his new movie Amsterdam on Sunday. I'm gonna put a big firm written maybe on that. This is not the first time that
Fuck is
Myers
this?
has opened up about a future of a fourth Powers film. Back in May 2022, Myers teased a potential fourth movie of the Austin Powers series being in the works. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence or non-existence of such a project should it exist or not.
But at the same time, think about it. Like, I feel like this is a project that they've always like kind of gone to him about or thought about, but the timing's never been right. And
I
feel
need
like
to
it's-
get
it
rid of
might
all
continue
this
to
hair,
push
dude.
back.
God,
I don't know, dude. That
I don't know why I'm trying to talk about it seriously.
like a
But-
serious discussion about the possible existence of Austin Powers 4. No, listen to that, dude.
This is what this podcast is for.
That's a very specifically worded statement. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence or non-existence of such a project should it exist or not exist.
Can't do
I
nothing
feel
with
like if he wasn't working
starfish.
on an
Okay.
Austin Powers 4 or it wasn't in talks, he'd just be like, oh, I don't know. Probably not. Maybe one day. But he's like, when someone says I cannot confirm nor deny, if you ask someone about allegations and they say, I can't confirm or deny, what does that mean every time?
Well, a lot of the times it means they're guilty,
Damn.
essentially confirming.
Right. In a courtroom, when you plead the fifth, what does that mean
Oh.
almost every time?
I never knew about
You don't want
this
to get
part.
yourself
What
in
the fuck?
trouble
Mm-hmm.
by saying things that will,
Incriminate you.
yeah.
I can make
I
a
see this as Austin
slingshot?
Powers pleading the fifth. I mean, Mike Myers
So
pleading
they're
the
guilty of making or being.
fifth. They're guilty of
But how
working
long
on
has it
Austin
been in
Powers.
tape
pre-production?
and rope.
You think?
He talked.
I need
Both
rope.
of these quotes are from
Oh,
this year,
fuck.
Yeah, but is this a part of a line of stuff where they're like, "I'd love to do another Austin Powers"?
and it's just like in the talks right now. So
Yeah.
they're like maybe testing the waters. Well, let's get some. Let's get
Why
some
does
hype
this
out there
stem
for
and I
Austin
stop
Powers
when I'm
4.
in
Like,
my
I think if
inventory?
they
That's
see that,
stupid.
if Mike
Dumb.
Myers sees a social media uprising for people wanting Austin Powers, guys, go out there on Twitter, hashtag We Need Austin Powers 4.
It would need to be about how he's aged. And there would have to be a new.
Well, I don't want to tell him how to write his movie, Ryan.
No, but think about it. They're just gonna pull a Borat, right? There's gonna be a new kind of like lady spy who's just like getting in the business, and the whole thing's gonna be about how Austin can't live back in the days of the 70s. This is a new era, and she deserves respect. And he doesn't kiss or marry her in the end or some shit like that.
Dude,
And she's the new Austin Powers, or it's his daughter.
It
where
could be
she's
his
all
daughter.
dorky and she's horny too. Not for him.
She's like Gen Z, you know?
Yeah.
Like he has like a millennial, like a Gen Z daughter who's on like TikTok and stuff. So it's Austin trying to like come to terms with like he can't live in the past and he has to adapt. And there's a strong feminist message in it. I would
Dr. Evil's gonna hack people through social media and like brainwash them.
TikTok. You know, it's gonna be like that kind of shit. Dude, I would be willing to put a fat stack of cash down that the next Austin Powers movie, if they make it, that will be the plot.
Yeah. Okay. I
Or
hope
like
so.
that will be like a part of it. That's too like accurate
Ew.
to like how they do these sequels now.
Well, now since they heard they're not gonna do it on purpose.
They already had the
Is
whole
that a
script
fucking
written, and they're like,
shoe
No,
in
they
his
have to-
"Did
head?
you guys see this hashtag? We need Austin Powers 4."
Somehow it leaked.
And then they start seeing all the social media buzz, and when they see this, and
Sorry,
they're like,
bruh.
they gotta rewrite it from scratch. Austin Powers at like one of the protests in like summer of 2020, like the BLM protests.
Yeah.
It's a funny like chase scene at one of those.
Wait, I can save.
Where the
and
crowd
I
looks
can
like a big
fucking,
penis and the helicopter
sleep
pilot's like,
here. That's funny.
"Hey,
that's cool.
you see this? It looks like a giant."
And then something happens to like cut him off.
Some guy in a cockfighting ring. Cocks are fighting here.
Dude, they need to hire us as script supervisors. I'm
the
serious.
next Austin
I'm
Powers.
serious. If that project is in the works, you guys need some script supervisors that are like.
Or at least
'cause
have us watch the film.
Here's the
have us
thing.
a VIP treatment where we watch the film and
Yes.
can give you. Can we be the producers? Can you pay us to be the producers?
usually the producer.
That's not. I know that's not how that works, but I would love to get a producer role on that.
I just want. Here's the thing. I think that you and I, you know, we
No,
born in the '90s.
fuck.
Yeah.
Grew up on those comedies.
The '90s,
But
baby.
we're hip with what's hip now.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like-
love TikTok.
What?
You ever eat those Tide Pods, bro? NyQuil chicken. Yeah, but here's the thing:
What?
is like they need people like us, Ryan, because it's like we
Bro.
get that humor.
Holy
from those
shit!
movies
Hello.
To a T. We get it better than anyone. But we're in the know of the now, so like we could script supervise. Like you showed that you got that humor right there. Austin Powers is at a George Floyd protest, and
So
they're looking
close.
down from
God
the
damn
helicopter,
it,
and the crowd looks
whatever.
like a penis, and it's in the shape of a penis because of some shenanigans Austin's gotten himself into. You know, like they're like chasing, like Dr. Evil's chasing him. I don't know what's good. And they're looking
So
down
the crowd's guided to like get
to look a certain way.
yeah to
you
get
know?
out of the way of the chase.
And then maybe Dr. Evil and his team of guys in their white suits, they're getting beat up by the crowd because they're all lives
Jeez,
matter
okay.
guys. And then they're getting beat and they're running away and they run out of the tip of the crowd. So from the helicopter, it looks like ejaculate coming out. And then the helicopter pilot goes, "It looks like a giant." And then, like you said, smash cut to another scene with some guys
What?
cockfighting. And yeah. Come on, like,
What do you think about it, Hollywood? What do you come on?
does that not? Is that literally just not like what it is? Well, I don't think they'd have Austin Powers at a
No
George
shot.
Floyd
I
protest,
lost all my
No.
fucking.
They hire
balls
us as script
already.
supervisors. All I'm saying is, we can make it woke too. I mean, I feel like we know how to write woke enough.
Yeah, we've been pretending
While
to be woke
sticking
for
it to those SJW.
about like 5 years now.
yeah, about 5 years.
Because we started off a bit, you know,
Yeah, a bit on the Shapiro side.
and then we needed to make that extra dough.
We needed to make some
We
extra
needed
money.
to become millionaires, and that was the only way. And now look at us, you know, since we went along
I mean,
with the narrative,
playing along and pretending to be
fuck.
woke has paid off for us all these years.
we both got several fucking vacation homes now. We can.
The pussy it brings too.
I didn't feel like paying, like giving my parents to because what I mean, they signed up to have a kid. Like
That's the thing.
money
I don't
that-
know them shit, man.
Yeah,
I didn't have a say in being born. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? It's like they forced me into this world to
where
live.
I'm going to have to die.
I'm going to have to live a life with sorrow. I mean, there's happiness too, but like, they cursed me.
Ow.
Like they basically like set my future. They were like, all right, now you have to go through the human experience and endure it.
We could sue them because they did not have our permission to have us be born.
We should see if that holds any legal ground. Could we sue our parents for
Forcing us
subjecting
to be alive.
us to the human experience that we did not consent to? You know, because the human experience is stressful, right?
Yeah.
There's
It has
heartbreak, there's grief, there's death, there's anxiety, there's diarrhea, there's like all sorts of Have you ever felt how embarrassing it is when you can't get it up in front of a beautiful woman? I didn't sign up for that.
Yep.
Lo and behold, though.
Never had that problem with. I don't want. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. Well, she asked if you would stop talking about her on the podcast.
And I didn't. I didn't say anything. I didn't say a name. Come on.
People don't know who we're talking about,
Of course not.
and she's watching, and she definitely doesn't know it's about her.
Yeah.
I'll say, hey,
Is she still watching?
yeah. Guess who else is? Guess who else has been watching?
Who?
Dale.
Oh,
Shout out Dale.
You told me that.
I thought that Dale had stopped watching years ago, and then I'm on the phone with him, and he's like, yeah, you know, I listened to it at the gym, and I'm like,
Hey
wait,
Dale,
you've been listening?
imagine sucking my penis.
he's probably on the fucking treadmill right now.
And now
just
he,
like,
and then he closes his eyes. No, no, no! Get out of my head!
I will not, Ryan. Well, here's the thing. Because you said that, whether he wants to or not, the image has appeared in my dad's head now. Think about it, Dad. You're sucking Ryan's. You're filleting
And in your
upon
mom's
my friend.
head, so she's laughing her ass off.
My mom's going, "Oh, Dale's gonna hate
He
that."
finally gets it. He gets some.
He gets what's coming to
I mean,
him
you
now.
had a whole song about.
He's probably desensitized, but not about you.
No.
I've said my fair share about sex with my dad. You, on the other hand, when it comes to sex with my dad, almost a blank slate.
I just feel like I don't know if there's space for me to, not intervene, but
coexist
to
in the
coexist,
same
yeah.
space with
Yeah.
such a similar art form.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, I wouldn't.
I don't want to be
that's not
encroaching
what
on.
I don't
y'all's
see it as
already
that.
established relationship.
I don't see it that way. He might see that. I like the idea of you like starting to like make a lot of sexual jokes about my dad, and he's not bothered by that aspect. He's bothered by like, well, that's Matt's thing. Like, you know, just be original, right?
He's just copying Matt.
like, you know, it's like you
Oh,
have
oh.
an original cell in your body, Ryan.
Matt, you should stand up to him. You should start making more jokes about having sex with me.
No, I mean, you do them funnier, Matt. So you just gotta do more of them. Really
Talk
show
about
your
me spreading my ass cheeks and you coming on me.
No, like
Why
son.
am I making your dad sound like Forrest Gump?
Matt, you could talk about Remy and me, your father. No, son. I mean, I'm serious. Like, you could do a whole album of this shit. Like,
You could. People would eat it up. I would. I'm telling you right now, I would. I'd support it.
has anyone ever done that? I don't think anyone's ever made a whole album about having sex with their father.
I don't think many people
Where
have made
the
a
fuck
song
did these
about
logs
sex
come
with their
from?
father in general.
Yeah,
You did it.
I definitely am up. I'm in an elite group of people, a very select niche.
And you didn't have to use slurs to do it. You could be shocking in other ways.
I did say some swear words in that song.
I said slurs.
Oh well, I'm not gonna use any racial slurs in the song about having sex with my dad. He says plenty of those enough on his own during sex.
You could have used it as a sample. You could have sampled one of his voicemails that he leaves you.
Oh, the Mel Gibson style ones. Yeah. Well, my dad basically, I think he stopped listening for a long time because of these kinds of jokes.
So he's gonna stop listening again. So is it like a win for you? You're like, come on, yeah.
No, I mean, I love, you know,
What does he think of the
knowing that
podcast?
that I have the support of my father in the art that I make is it means the world to me,
Well, I'm glad.
and it hurts when he doesn't.
I'm glad he supports it. But what does he think of it
He didn't know I'd release any new music
as art? The podcast, not your music.
Well, he did say, he goes, you know, I listen because you guys are, you know, you guys are genuinely funny, but it's hard to listen to.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, Dad, have you tried, you know, turning it up?
Ooh.
He just has these old little headphones. It's like really, he means it's too quiet.
Yeah.
It's like the
And he's
headphone jack
old,
is
so
halfway
his,
plugged
so
in.
his hearing's gone.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is. Oh, he's almost 70 now.
Yeah, I know. He's looking at too. He walks with a cane.
Well, he's walked with a cane for many, many years. That's more of like a pimp thing,
Oh.
you know.
I thought it was a health thing.
No, the limp is from something else.
It's just a style of walking or whatever.
Yeah, it's the pimp limp. He,
Okay.
he appropriates a lot of cultures. Remember his Chinese face?
Yeah.
I can't even keep a straight face trying to do these jokes, man. It's just 'cause I'm imagining my dad He's doing an impression of a Chinese man and like
Dale, the type of dude to to wear a rice hat in like the Tokyo airport.
we saw those dudes at the Tokyo airport.
We did. But like,
They were
okay,
dripped
okay,
out,
okay.
man.
What's wrong with it? If they're there to respect the culture,
They're supporting the tourism industry of Japan.
But
That's-
if they're-
that's their biggest.
if they're like bowing and squinting their eyes and shifting back and
The
forth,
squinting the eyes, yeah. Well, it's first of all, it's
then-
normal to bow in Japan, even as a foreigner. That's
but
what
if
you're
you're doing it
supposed
for
to
like
do.
a funny little picture,
Yes, that's
you know what I mean?
or like doing like the geisha makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's, Well, next time we go, when we go in 2023 for some Super Mega Does Japan Part 2, we'll make sure we do lots of racial bits and goofs and stuff. We should dress up like geishas.
Odds are you for a Halloween party, you
That I dress up as a geisha?
yeah.
Ryan, that's like the worst look for me I can think of.
It could be a small party. It could be a party of like 3 people.
Hey guys, this is a very intimate evening. Just close friends. No plus ones. When I show up,
And put your phones in the bucket.
yeah, guys, this is like a old school like early 2000s party, so no cell phones. Come in and I'm just like bowing, wearing the full geisha robe and makeup. Now am I doing like a voice too?
You don't have to. You don't have to go all I was about to call him Ned Flanders. What's his fucking Nathan Fielder.
Oh, can I park your car?
Yeah.
That is one of the best moments in all of Nathan for you.
I saw that clip a lot, like on TikTok at one point.
That's like that's one where he's pushing it so far. He oh my god, if you guys haven't seen that clip, it's look up Nathan Fielder Asian. It's like he's trying to like disprove a stereotype that Asian women are bad at driving. So like to some like older customers at this nail salon.
Hires
So
like a professional driver.
he finds like a female Asian like sports like stunt driver, and he's like, but all the women that like you have to fit in as one of the employees, and people can't know, but they have thick accents. So like, do you think you could do an accent? And she's like, well, I don't. What would you want me to say?
Fuck,
And
I
he was
didn't
like,
want to drink that. No.
oh, I mean, like,
Do you want to?
do you want me to do it? Like, it would that wouldn't be offensive, right? And she's like, I don't think so. And then he just says, he
I can't believe he committed that much. Cause he knows as soon as he does that, like
you can see the whole thing because like he wasn't. I don't think he was planning on that. And then you see in his
No.
face a little bit. He's just like, and he sits and he like thinks for a second, and then he says,
it's the
in my American voice, he says, "Oh, can I park your car?" But it's like, it's the way like how Indiana Jones would have like the Asian characters, and then she's just sitting there silently, and he's like, I mean, was that good? And she's like, yeah.
So like, do you think he just not
How do
gets away?
I want to make
with
a
this
zip
stuff in
line
the scene,
thing
like,
so
people
it's
aren't
faster
as
to go that
thrown
way,
off
but I fucking
as they necessarily would be one because of like cameras.
Yeah, I was about to say because cameras. You're not gonna have. Maybe if like this white guy had just done that normally, with there's no one else around, no cameras, she might just be like, what the hell? But he sets it up in a way where he asks her for permission and says, I don't want to be offensive. Is it okay? And she goes, sure. So he like sets it up where it's like the ball's in his court now.
But the thing that makes it funny and the part to remember is that there's no way she can expect him to go that like fucking hard with it because like
He
you're
goes
watching
all
it,
the way.
and I'm kind of thinking that he's gonna talk himself out of having to do it somehow.
He's gonna be like, oh, yeah. No, but then you could see it on his face that he sits in silence for a second, like I wonder if I should do this, and then he.
Dude, make a face reading video on Nathan.
How he asserts dominance in comedic situations. I mean, if there's one thing he's good at, it's asserting dominance in a comedic situation.
I like putting like a biased opinion over someone's like facial expressions.
Like the guys on YouTube that analyze like facial language and
Like
shit.
I'm just like, it's like if you saw, he grimaced a little, which means he's uncomfortable with the topic at hand.
He was uncomfortable
He
with the
shifted
jokes
his
Matt
weight
were making.
and
Matt
moved
was making.
and moved himself further away from Matt.
I love people that read into body language really intensely. Like, look at this. I'm crossing my legs, and I'm also and I'm also. But you notice this? I'm angled away from you, which people will say means I don't want to be in conversation with you right now.
What if my legs are open for conversation with you? I'm allowing you in. I'm showing my vulnerability.
You're being vulnerable.
You know.
What does it say about how we're sitting though? So you're spreading and I'm
See
sitting.
my underwear coming out of my pants.
I sit very tight-legged, I think. You know why that is? If I'm breaking it down in my psyche, if I'm looking into it.
Underwear's still showing, dude.
Really? Careful with those nuts, bro. I think I sit tight-legged because I'm self-conscious that my legs are really skinny and these pants are also kind of tight. So if I'm like this, I'm scared I might. No, I mean that looks better, I think though.
Yeah, you look hot.
This is
if I do
gonna
this, you
take
know,
for
it's-
fucking ever.
so it's-
And my one
I noticed in
thing
the
ain't
episode
even
of
working
Brandon Wardell,
because
I'm
it's in the
crossing my
water or
legs.
what the fuck ever,
You're,
so that's
uh,
cool.
Spreading and it was 3 different sitting styles.
Okay, was he crisscross?
I think he had his feet up on the table. So it says a lot about our personality.
He was being protective because he felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was asserting my dominance by spreading my legs, and you were all to make him feel comfortable because of my.
I didn't
leg
want to
spread.
appear as a threat, so I crossed my legs to look a little fruity.
Yes, but still in a way of protecting yourself from a situation if it were to go down.
If there was a situation that were to go down, I would probably be the most protected though, right? If we're talking about genitals, a very
Yeah.
vulnerable area, because you're the most open,
Yep.
saying you don't give a fuck. He's a little pulled back, but me, I'm tucked right now, man. This is like
But you're also showing that you're not afraid.
see what I'm showing is I'm showing confidence as well, because in this day and age, a man crossing his legs. I mean,
Wait,
come on,
what?
right?
Why are
So
there
it's like,
pulls
no,
up
I'm
around?
not
All right,
scared to.
whatever.
Does Dale cross his leg?
Hell no. I don't remember who. I don't think it was my dad.
Who crossed his legs?
No, that sounds like an old Fall Out Boy song. I don't
Who
think it was
crossed
my
his
dad
leg?
who
Oh.
crossed his legs. They had those really long titles. No, but maybe it was a friend's dad or something. I can't say for sure it was my dad, but I remember crossing my legs when I was like 12, and just being like, I think it was a friend's dad. He's like, "What are you doing? Uncross your legs. You have no balls or something?"
Is it the same dad who made sure that you didn't order the same thing
At
as
Hooters,
his
yes.
son?
Same dad.
You can't order the same thing as each other.
See, the thing about that though is like, what that
How-
does,
but
that
how
comes
is-
off as he's insecure about his own sexuality. If he's hyper fit, because that means he's hyper fixating on other men's like what they're thinking and doing.
But like, think about it. If a couple goes out to eat, they usually get different things to share. So like, I don't see what is the like romanticization of like ordering the same thing. Oh, I'll get the same thing. Like that, a lot of people do that. Like I'll go
That's-
to restaurants with like even you and be like, yeah,
we'll
I'll
get the
just
same thing at restaurants all the time, and because it's like, like if we're looking at the menu, something looks good, and you're like, I think I'm looking at that. I'm like, oh, I was thinking of that too. Yeah, like
Why is it perceived as
weird?
weird?
I really think it's because it's like, oh, you got the same thing. You guys in love? Are you gay?
Like sitting next to each other in a movie theater?
We
How-
don't put a
how
seat
the
between
fuck
us in
do
the
I-
movies.
No,
Should we?
we get couples seating because they have pairs for the, and we make sure to lounge back and we can hold each other if need be. If it gets scary or
It's
something.
scary, man. No, for
You
real
know,
though.
I get scared.
I know you
And
get
you have
scared.
such a long.
125.
Sharing popcorn,
Okay.
is that gay?
No,
Exactly.
sharing a drink is that gay?
See, I don't think that.
Bruh.
Okay.
If this
it's
still
not
don't even
gay, but-
work, I'm gonna be sad.
That one
Did you
is.
just picture like 2 straws pointed out?
No, like a single straw. Like, I think that one is where it becomes a little too intimate. Getting the same food, sitting next to each other, sharing a popcorn, but something about like two straight male friends going to a movie and just splitting a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but you've tried your friend's drink.
Yeah, no, but I'm like, hey,
But
you want
what's
to split a Fanta?
What's-
Like that one's a little weird. Is that one not a little bit weird?
I mean, it's definitely like
Because that one's like, why don't you just
like
get two?
just get your own Fanta.
It's like, well, I don't know, man. With movie theater prices, it's like $7.
I would get a large one. You boys could share it, get a free refill. Maybe it's even more. It's more economic. Especially
Well,
if you
if
split
it's
it.
free
Then
refills,
know each
just
other
get the
later,
smallest.
or PayPal, or Cash App, or
Venmo.
whatever you use.
Or just the old-fashioned, like I'll give you a couple bucks.
See, there it is.
Or I can, it's like, I'll get the next one.
111 left.
I just get the water cups in the
Goddamn.
movie theater and I fill it up. No one's
Also, I
watching.
think.
And also, like,
Am I gonna?
if I'm an employee,
Yeah, I'm
at a
pretty sure I'm
movie
gonna need
like,
stairs or.
you know,
Wait, could I use the rope thing?
and I see someone filling up their water cup with soda, like, am I really gonna like be like, hey? And do I want to do that? No.
But there are those types of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like I was about to be like, that's kind of like an asshole thing to like get the water cup and like get soda, but at the same time, who are you hurting? You know,
Soda is soda and internet are two of the most marked up products on the market.
soda and internet.
Soda, yeah, soda. You're not hurting anyone when you're because okay, controversial opinion maybe. I think that I'm not a shoplifter.
Getting your squeeze every now and then isn't such a bad thing.
I think when it comes to big corporations, it doesn't matter that much. I'm not talking about like going to a store.
We're
and
one of the
stealing
biggest
something.
corporations.
But I'm talking about like, you know, getting soda in my water cup. You know how much 1 gallon of soda is? It's like 4 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how much they're charging. Unless you're taking from like if it's an independent movie theater, like a locally owned one, don't do that. If it's an AMC,
They usually don't even pay it's all volunteer. Like, isn't the Nickelodeon downtown all volunteer?
I think so.
Downtown back in Columbia.
But I mean, like if it's a locally owned business or small business, that stuff's not okay. But if it's fucking Target, I don't know. It's like at the food court, Target. I'm like,
It's like, who cares about all these big corporations?
how much money do you think Target makes every second? Am I getting like half a cent worth of soda? Is that really gonna?
No. As you said, these are big corporations, and fuck them. Ad reads.
I'm sure you've heard of Raycon from their countless collaborations with creators across the digital world, including Super Mega. In the 5 years since their launch, they've become known for a few things: all-day comfort, a perfect fit, an impressive battery life, and of course, premium sound at affordable prices. Which is why I'm so excited to share that a new player has entered the game, Raycon's Gaming Series. The Gaming Series consists of 2 staple gaming audio products: wireless gaming earbuds, the compact, portable, universal, and wireless gaming headphones, the comfortable and immersive. Listen to some of these gaming features. Up to $20 off. Do not miss out.
Welcome back, everyone.
Oh, sorry, I was coughing.
Hope you enjoyed those ad reads.
Did you guys enjoy my cough too?
No, nobody enjoys your coughs. You sound like a sickly man.
I do.
People don't want to think about death when they're trying to have fun listening to a podcast.
I'm a 26-year-old that coughed, Ryan. How does that make people think of death?
I mean, look at you.
I did notice today that I guess since being said, my dark circles in my eyes are intense.
Why are there so many fucking...
Where's the fruit flies come from? There's no food in here.
There's coffee.
Yeah, but that doesn't attract fruit flies.
Sugar, right?
He's pissing me off, man. Where do they come from, man? They don't come from the fruit, but every time there's fruit, they are like, them and the boys pull up quick.
It just puts off the vibe. It's not spooky.
Puts off the vibe that we have a dirty office.
It's not a spooky cast yet.
I know. It makes
There's
people
already
think
fucking
that
disgusting gnats everywhere.
if
fruit
guests
flies.
watch this, they're gonna be like, why do I want to go to that gross ass office? It's not gross.
It doesn't well, it smelled actually pretty bad this morning.
Well, we haven't been here for a week because we've been sick.
Yeah.
Or you weren't sick. I was sick. Jim was sick.
And we all,
Took a little time off. Make sure it's not COVID. Wasn't COVID. And now we're back, man.
life goes on.
Life always goes on, isn't that? What's weird to think about, dude?
Alright, already the show goes on. Right,
Float on.
to the morning.
Alright, already we're That song is, dude, Modest Mouse, it's a good band to have a good cry to.
Yeah. You're driving home at night.
I've done that before, to Modest Mouse. They have,
Crying alone, at going home at night, like driving home, like in your car.
there's one specific
Modest Mouse is playing.
There's one specific Modest Mouse song that's like just gutturally sad. It's called World at Large, and it's really sad. You guys should. I used to listen to it on the bus in high school when I was feeling like a little emo high schooler. But that song is so good, Float On. That's classic. That's like 2004, 2005 when you and I were in our prime.
Yeah.
Fucking. I remember there was one summer I listened to that song a lot, and it was the same summer. I'm pretty sure it was like the same time frame as like Coldplay, where it's like. A burst of fire from the underground. If you could see it, then you'd understand.
No. Maybe.
Take up the shoe. Coldplay.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. I used to rule the world.
Or that was when I ruled the world.
Viva La Vida. That good ass song.
No St. Peter will call my name.
And I know St. Peter. Now I'm clicking timepieces together.
What?
I listened to that song a bunch on the same vacation to the Outer Banks when I found out Michael Jackson died.
Don't bring that up, dude.
It's been over a decade, man.
Yeah. Feels like it was just last week. You know?
It's been 13 years, I think. 2009, right? So
Without his music.
no, that's not true. They've been releasing his catalog that he has had since.
Yeah, but it sounds like poop.
My favorite Michael Jackson song.
I don't think I've listened to it except for the Justin Timberlake one.
That's the one, dude. That one's good. That's one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs, and it came out after I actually heard.
I got my suit and tie.
That's not. Would Michael Jackson not have killed it on that track instead of Jay-Z though?
He would have.
Would have been so good at it. Oh man.
Show you a few things. Let me show you a few things.
Fuck, he's good, dude. Timberlake and Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Michelle Jackson.
Michelle Jackson, man. Seriously? Why would you make that joke?
Because it was funny to make a kid's name whose name is Michael. You took French class in elementary school. The French teacher would call him Michelle.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, man. Those French be out of pocket sometimes, man.
Or I think that was just some student. Yeah,
It might have been just
Michael is Michelle in French, and a lot of kids
Michael.
would say it, and I don't think the teacher would actually. I think it was more of just like, haha. It sounds a little more goofy.
So does that mean Michelle Obama is Michael Obama?
Michelle?
Mikhail sounds Russian. Mikhail.
Sounds like Miguel.
Dude, I just realized how many different languages have like the same name, just their own version. Michael, Michelle, Mikhail, Miguel. Italian.
Magell.
Magellan.
Yes.
That's Portuguese, right?
Okay, Magellan.
I don't
Is
think
it
that's a name anymore.
Portuguese?
Was Magellan Portuguese?
I don't know. It sounds like a fake name to me.
You know who Magellan is. He's one of the great explorers.
What?
Magellan?
I don't know who Magellan is.
Justin! No, he was homeschooled. I don't know, actually. You don't know who Magellan is?
No, I'll look him up.
He was like, you know, like Cortez, Magellan, Columbus.
Is that an arrow?
Vespucci,
Oh no, it's
But I'm,
right?
I'm
Like,
spelling it. Okay.
remember the big explorers you had to learn about? The big colonizers?
I don't remember Magellan.
Really?
Ferdinand. So that's a nice name.
So he was Portuguese or Spanish.
Is that how you pronounce his name?
Magellan, yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Really? It sounds so fake.
Magellan?
Yeah.
It sounds like a McLovin type, like name. I just go by Magellan.
I just know that
That's
like,
the name of the map company. Like they used to make GPSs.
Christopher Columbus like discovered India and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they owe a lot to him over in India.
Yeah, all
Where's my
those
fucking
Indians.
axe?
I saw Fox News making a big ol' stink about how the woke mob is trying to once again to cancel Columbus Day. Can you believe that? Replace it with Indigenous Peoples Day.
What? They didn't discover it first. They were just here.
Yeah. You know,
That's like cheating. They didn't have to fight for it.
But son, they were already fighting with each other so much. Love that one. That I think PragerU has a whole video about that.
I love how the idea of going into another country, continent, whatever, you go there, they're having their own internal struggle. You just go there, fucking carpet bomb both of them, and go, hey, you know,
They were fighting.
they were fighting each other. We might as well. And that's not to say that, yes, there are a lot of, like, tribes everywhere, colonies everywhere
just
that
also- you
committed acts of, like, fucking horror to each other. But one act of horror is no excuse for another. Like, if you use it as an excuse for, like, slavery,
Oh, they're
it's
starting
just
to
like
get political.
enslaving each other over there.
you're
like
showing your
too
true
political
colors of
for
what
my
like really
types.
mattered. You're like talking about like technicalities instead of talking about the fact that like people's lives.
Like, yeah, they were bad, but I mean, we were worse. It's basically what that argument is. You also perfectly described the treatment of Native Americans and the Vietnam War, with what you said. And you were like, the two were fighting each other and we're going in carpet bomb.
Yeah,
Dude, carpet bombing was fucked up. It was like,
man, it
yeah,
looks like the Middle East is in dire need of our drone strikes.
freedom,
Freedom.
liberation. Remember when we freed Iraq?
You know, when we left, look what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
Same with
That's what happens when we're not there.
Same with France. When we left France, just went back to shit.
It's a shithole over there, man. That's a shithole country.
I miss
France.
when America occupied France.
Those were the good old days, man. Back when we fucking had France. Back when France was an American territory.
But it was conned out of us by some land deal.
The Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, that's what it was
That's
called.
when we had to give France back. Shit sucked, man.
I love how it's just like lying is funny. That's the joke. It's just like blatantly lying.
Well,
Maybe
it's funny
like
to
you're
me
getting
because
it so wrong.
It's
'Cause
yes.
it sounds uneducated.
It's that.
It is uneducated.
There's two aspects to it.
Come on, I could totally
It's funny
put this
because
right
it's,
there.
it's outlandish, right? It's like, it's an uneducated thing to say, but we say it with confidence. And then there's two camps of people out there.
It's tempered down, LOL random.
It's
Really,
a more, it's
is
a
what it
more
is. Refined.
educated,
Yeah. Okay.
philosophical LOL random, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not holding up my spork and saying random funny
'Cause that
words.
would be cringe.
Yeah. Instead, I'm saying that America gave France back to the French with the Louisiana Purchase. You know, it's these things that are like, for the uneducated soul.
Why is that funny?
Because there's gonna be a lot of people out there that will just take that at face value and not even get that it's a joke. They'll be like, oh yeah, yeah. that's
So
right.
we're trolls. Are we little?
trolls,
Are we
but
little
then-
devious trolls?
But then there's also another group of people out there that go, what? That is not what that was. Wait a second. And they get very upset about it. And they get heated about it. And guess what? No skin off my back, you know?
Take the L, losers.
Yeah, for the
Know what
guy
I'm
that just
saying?
wrote a huge paragraph about how the Louisiana Purchase was not America giving France back to Europe, you can go ahead and delete that.
Yeah. Why don't you also tell us your favorite fact about the Louisiana Purchase in the comment section below?
What's yours?
My favorite fact is that something was purchased.
Specifically,
The Louisiana Purchase.
Louisiana, yeah. That's when they bought Louisiana.
Yeah. From,
Okay.
from the French.
I'll be honest here. Okay, that actually is what it is.
Yes.
But it wasn't just Louisiana. It was like wasn't it like all of the United States past that point?
Was it that whole region?
I'm pretty sure the Louisiana Purchase was like most of the country.
Oh, damn.
And then we turned it into other states. But does that mean at one point, like, this was Louisiana? Wait, what was bought in the Louisiana Purchase? I
Why can't we just be one big United State?
right? Not gonna happen under Biden. Yeah, dude, this was Louisiana.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay, wait, Luke, put up a picture of how big Louisiana used to be.
I don't know why I was.
Okay, we were
picturing
just
it-
Spain.
I didn't picture it going so much north for some reason.
Bro, all of that orange, that's Ohio. Ohio fell off, man. We were
Oh,
Ohio.
hello.
Yeah, no, the Louisiana Purchase included like North, South Dakota, Kansas, Nebraska. Wow. Oklahoma, part of Texas. Man, that Louisiana fell off for sure. Now look at them. Fucking cooking up frogs.
The
and-
most boring state.
Have you ever been to Louisiana?
No.
I haven't either. I've always wanted to go.
I wanna-
Louisiana looks like one of the more
And you know where we
interesting
want to go.
southern states. What?
Specific. You know where everyone wants to go in Louisiana.
Memphis?
For Mardi Gras?
Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to go to Memphis for Mardi Gras. Shit looks fun.
Same.
Get the beads, you know, see
flash,
some breasts.
Flash our
see
titties
breasts.
or see breasts too.
You can
Breasts
flash
are,
yours.
breasts are pretty cool.
I know they're
Down for
mid.
'em, you know?
If
Breasts-
they're there, I mean, I'm not.
I'm not looking away if they're
Yeah.
there. If they present themselves. Well, if a woman accidentally exposes herself, out of respect, I'll look away.
If they have painted on their chest, don't look at these. I'll look away
Yeah.
in a heartbeat,
Yeah.
and I'll even apologize while looking away for
I'm
accidentally.
sorry. I am sorry, miss. But now that I apologized, you see I'm a gentleman. May I sneak a peek? Works
Still
every
says
time.
no. I'll respect her wishes. Maybe.
Hey, brother. Yeah. Nuck it right there, man. You know,
I want to go to a big Twitch party. You know,
fuck, that sounds fun, man.
right?
Speaking
I want to
of
go a big
breasts,
YouTuber party.
When's the last time we went to a big YouTuber party?
I don't know. It just sounds like all the cool cats would be there. We get the schmooze with all the like super interesting personalities.
Was I even fucking?
Especially if
okay,
it's a
well,
Twitch party.
We get to talk about the money we
I have
make.
no clue what I was doing. Like right,
Get
the
to
half
drink
of
alcohol.
the fucking time right there.
You know, I'm sure if if certain people are there, it'd be a lot of cocaine.
Get to hear about how people who are close to each other actually hate each other behind the scenes.
Get to hear about all the juicy gossip in
Fuck
the
off, man.
internet
Get
sphere
off.
that's not
Get off.
in the public knowledge.
All the tea.
That if it was, yikes. Don't tell Super Mega any YouTube gossip. It's getting out there. Just in the form of a joke, and then everyone
Yeah.
thinks we're joking. No, I don't think we've. No, we've. Have we? I feel like we've said some internet tea before, but as a joke. No one knew we were. Everyone.
So back in the day, we also like weren't joking with being kind of bullyish.
Yeah.
I mean, we still bully.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a bully.
I'm a bit of a bully myself.
You know, we get catty sometimes.
Yeah. When I see Justin, and I see that goofy little face, I gotta bully, man. Justin bullies me, man.
Goofy little face.
Goofy big face. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. You know how he is about his face.
I know. It doesn't like it being called little. I mean, it is. It's a little face.
No. It's a very normal, big-ish sized face.
Yeah. It's a nice face, man. Yeah, but I mean, when's the last time you went to a YouTube party?
I'll tell you after these ad reads.
Okay, dude.
Today's episode is sponsored by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping /Super Mega. Thanks to Stamps.com for sponsoring the show.
I saw the most brilliant shooting star last night.
Yeah?
Yes.
Damn. Was it blue?
No, it was. It was.
You've seen blue ones though before, right? And green ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those are awesome.
Yeah. I
So
actually.
this one wasn't a cool color.
It did have a little color actually. This was the biggest one I've ever seen.
Okay.
You know, have you ever been up the Angeles Crest Highway?
Mm-hmm.
And
So
like,
I rode my bike through there once.
yeah, and you know, it's got all those overlooks. I went at nighttime, and it was the weather was great yesterday, so super
Were
clear.
you there when there was a car meetup? They usually have them sometimes on like the
There were
ditch areas.
a bunch on. It was like 9:39. There were a bunch of the first, but if you keep driving up there, there's the best one is like people usually don't go there because there's so many before that. But if you keep going like several miles, it's there. And I went there, and it was you could see a bunch of stars, it's like 3,000 feet up, and I saw a little shooting star, and I was like, wow. And I kept looking, dude, and I saw. I've never seen one like this. It was fucking huge, and it went like all the way across the sky and left a trail behind it for like a second. Like it had like a clouded debris trail. It was like so fucking cool.
Just a helicopter crash. Wow! I saw the most amazing shooting star.
Meanwhile, in the news, there's like a family of 6 killed. Like, it was beautiful though. I saw a bunch of satellites too. I think I saw some of the Starlink ones. Because what I would see is I would see a little dot appear in the sky, like not blinking, just a single little tiny faint light, and it would move slowly and then fade away.
Were you with me when we were walking somewhere in Hollywood and some guy's pointing or looking up at the cloud and he's like talking about, there's a satellite right up there. He starts screaming about it.
No, because I probably would start screaming about it too.
It was really awesome. I don't think you were into space at the time.
Have you seen the Starlink satellites? Like videos of them?
Are you talking about just like the pictures that come from them?
No. So like SpaceX has been launching a
Or
bunch
like has
of.
the live streams of Earth
Mm-mm.
and all that.
So like Starlink is that project where they're launching like hundreds, I think, of satellites up, and the goal is like to bring internet to rural areas. So it's like Wi-Fi everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
But they launch a bunch at once, and then they all go off in like a straight line. So like you can look up websites where to see them, but I've seen a bunch of them on like. Yes, I subscribe to several UFO subreddits. I like that shit. But a lot of people are like, whoa, what the fuck? And then
I'm into space. Forget about it.
yeah, but basically
Matt goes, I'm into space.
I don't believe that alien bullshit, man. I could really talk about that after this if you want. But basically,
aliens?
yeah. But basically, if you,
How they're fourth dimensional beings.
well, I don't know, fourth dimension, maybe sixth, seventh, I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
Something beyond. But like, they, it's just a bunch of lights in the sky, like a single satellite, and they all just follow behind each other. So it'll be like 20 of them in a row just going across the night sky, and like they'll fade in and fade out. And dude, I think I saw some last night. If you just go up somewhere like clear, if you
You
live
saw
in like a rural-
aliens last night?
I did. It could have been. I think there were satellites because it would just fade in, go for a little bit and fade out. And if I'm not mistaken, that's just like it catches sunlight for a second and then.
What really happened in Phoenix, Arizona?
Okay, the Phoenix Lights. I think, my personal theory, you know how in the last year, the Pentagon and the CIA have suddenly just been declassifying all of that UFO shit
Yeah.
all of a sudden, and they have like congressional hearings about it, where they're like talking about these light orbs that can appear out of thin air, disappear, reappear, they show up on radar, and so they're like physical, but then they just disappear, but then they can break all laws of physics. Like, they can, like there was one that they have that went from 80,000 feet to sea level in like 2 seconds, and just, I mean, they have video, they just literally like break all laws of physics and gravity, and they interact with each other, and whenever they go after them and chase them, they disappear. I think that's the Phoenix Lights were those same things, and I think that that's a phenomenon that's been happening for a long time on this planet. What is it? I don't know. I mean, now that the government and multiple governments have confirmed it's not just like, it's not like a rumored thing anymore, like they're actually like, these things exist and we don't know what they are. And I'm surprised that there's not more like people aren't freaking out about that more. They're like, yeah, there's just glowing orbs that
Probably-
break all laws of known to the universe, but
Probably because the people, there's still like things in their head that like could have been, whether it's equipment malfunction or just the pilot is, yeah, they're a pilot, but like who are they personally? I think like people leave a lot of stuff like, oh, it's just like there's a lot of coincidences that can line up to like there's got to be like a better explanation. I think people rely on those kind of more normal explanations
because I can't,
because you feel more comfortable.
yeah, you know what it is. But I think it's like crazy too. I mean, I think it was the CIA. They did back in the day a really big project, like a secret project to like smear UFO stories to make them look crazy, so people would not believe in them. I don't know what they know, man.
Worked.
It did.
Y'all bitches crazy.
Yeah, it
Well,
did.
Jim and Leighton both saw a UFO actually.
I saw a screenshot of that, and that was pretty fucking crazy. They were FaceTiming, and Leighton's like, what the fuck? Looks up in the sky, and then there's a screenshot of, I see Jim's face in the corner, like, and I saw it. It was weird. It was literally a metallic fucking, like, orb just in the sky.
I haven't seen it, so to me it just still sounds goofy.
Well, because when Leighton's like, that was,
He's gonna listen to this episode and be very hurt that that was your...
okay, beep out my impression of Leighton there. He goes, I saw you. And, you know, when Leighton says something like, I saw a UFO, it's like, okay, it's another Monday morning. Leighton comes in with one of these stories. I saw a UFO. This guy at the bus stop was touching me, stuff like that. So it's like another one of his things.
Yeah.
But I saw the picture, and I actually was like, oh, whoa. That's actually, if I saw that, I would. And he said that it was moving in like a formation that was like just breaking all laws of physics and then disappeared. Just boing. So my first thought with that is like, oh, maybe it's a weather balloon. It's a
All right, I
drone.
only need
Yeah.
14 left.
Right.
Holy fuck.
But
like a drone with some like fucking weird thing.
But the thing that gets me though about a lot of the things where it's like they just move in ways that like a drone physically can't.
Like what?
A lot of them like will take off at an incredible, like they'll be sitting still and then just and be gone, like in unbelievable speed. And also like all the government stuff they release, the Navy, it's like they tend to like mainly show up at military drills and shit.
Because they're jealous of our technology.
Mm-hmm. Could be the Chinese. They said but they also said we have no reason to believe it's a foreign government. Because people are like, what if it's like some other government's advanced shit spying? But I don't know. Maybe the Chinese made a deal with some extra-dimensional DMT beings to go spy on our military shit. What's your best guess for what those things are?
What those
They're
things
real.
are.
They've been witnessed, like the Phoenix Lights, like the what like if you had to take and educate, like what do you, Ryan McGee, believe those things are?
Well, I don't. The thing is, I would have to, like,
how much have you looked into it?
I've seen like the videos and stuff like that, and I've heard people's
Oh, wait,
accounts
why am I
of
using
what they
this
have
axe?
seen,
What the
and
fuck?
like at first, it's super interesting, but then like I look up videos just trying to like come up with other explanations about it, and I think I usually, and I can't even remember them at this point. I'd have to go into it again because I'm not like super interested in this stuff. It's kind of like, to me, it's more of like I'm into the sci-fi aspect of aliens and stuff, like as entertainment and as fun little stuff like that. Same thing with ghosts, but I don't, in our perceived reality, it's almost, it's more of an interesting question but like that's all it can ever be. So like I can't really form too much interest around something
Because there's no way to
come
know.
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I do like there's things that are strange or unexplainable.
Well, that's why I'm interested in it, though, is because, like, there's not an answer to it, and I think that's, and I think it's fun to speculate
what the
and
fuck
think
am I
about
hitting?
what it could be.
yeah, kind of like with like unsolved murders or something.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, well, what's going on there?
This stuff's a lot more fun
this-
than unsolved murders because it's like
Well, that's what I'm
unsolved
saying.
murders. It's like, oh, someone killed someone and got away with it, but like
For me, it's
this
on
shit,
such
it's
a grand scale to like stuff that I know that I don't have any capacity to really like understand. If I'm like, okay, so a pilot says it, but what do I know about being a pilot? Like, am I holding his opinion less or more than I should in terms of like what they're seeing? Like, who is this person? Was their account?
The big one for me was just when the Pentagon declassified all that stuff and all the reports that they had like documented on military radar with the
Only
like
need
data.
2 more.
UFOs pose real danger, says Pentagon, but aliens aren't to blame. Probably.
What do they know? Do you think that they know what it is, but out of the national security, whatever, they're like, we can't talk about what it
Maybe,
is?
I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, think about like if they are testing things, if they are doing stuff, they're not going to be too public about it. I mean, think about something of that scale, whether it's like military technology or just technology in general that people are trying out. If it is the like government or some other government, I doubt that they would want to
Hear
to
that.
write a tell-all about it because
Yeah.
they don't even want to let people know about like the little things within their campaigns
Well,
as it is.
They won't let like I've read that they won't. There's a lot of reports in like the Pentagon stuff that are describing events that they have video of, but they won't release the video. And I saw people
fuck?
explaining like, well, because like in a lot of these videos, even if like
Why won't it let
that's not
me
our
lay it
technology,
down?
like
Come
the
on,
means of
gang,
capturing
stop
it
being stupid, bro.
could give away like what we are
Oh, it's
capable of.
4, dude.
Yeah.
Holy
So-
shit.
I mean, nothing more. I would want nothing more than like some fucking news helicopter
go.
live on air. All of a sudden, like there's this fucking UFO just kind of like orbiting above, and you're just looking at it, and it's viewed for all the world to see. And then I would be like, holy fuck, this is a moment. This is huge.
It does suck. There's never moments like that, and it's very rare that it's a public spectacle, that it's caught on camera.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like every video of UFOs, still to this day, in an age with cell phones,
Same with
is
Bigfoot and Loch Ness
grainy.
Monster.
It's shitty. But I mean, also if they're just little orbs in the sky,
What are you gonna do about it?
yeah.
I mean, when
I'm
you
not
try to- when
expecting
you
like a
try to-
metal flying saucer.
When you try to film a plane in the sky, like on your phone, it's still just like very fucking tiny dot. It's hard to explain what you see, especially even like if a helicopter was flying right over my house, I could still take a video. But even when I notice like that video that I think the helicopter's like right over my head, in the video it looks
Tiny.
like still further up. So it is hard to prove if these are
Why is it red?
spacecrafts.
I mean, there's a lot of theories like that they finally made it public because it's like it's a big enough phenomenon that they can't ignore, or if it poses an actual national security threat because they're mainly observed at military things.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but also at the same time, it's like all that I want. I've always wanted this so fucking bad, and I don't think it's ever gonna
To
happen.
be abducted.
I want to see a UFO. Like
That would be
I
great.
want to see that stuff. Like I would love to be in the woods and see a fucking orb of light at night and like not be able to explain it. Like that'd be the coolest fucking thing in the world to see. Like
Because at the end of the day, your perception is really the only one you can firmly trust.
I want to see.
And
a
I think
UFO.
that's my problem with it. Like, it's not that I don't trust these people. It's that I feel like there's a more logical conclusion, and the idea of it being a UFO, and then like tagging these things that make it seem like it would be more like one, or is more plausible than actually having seen an interdimensional or
Right. You can't prove it.
otherworldly spacecraft.
They also, but
It seems like almost ridiculous.
They do
like when
break
you-
the
when
laws
you-
of physics.
when you just think about the idea. But I mean, there's a ton of fucking crazy shit out there. So
I think
that's
that
not
there's a lot of shit that we can't comprehend, that we don't understand and never will, that exists. Like, I don't think that like, I don't think that human consciousness is like the peak of intelligence.
No, we're just an animal.
Yeah, and I think that we have a great understanding of the world, but I think that in the universe there's probably things a lot far, like maybe not even life forms, but there's stuff beyond us that we can't comprehend.
We got lucky our brain turned out different than other things.
Maybe those things are life forms. Maybe that's some form of life that.
All right. Welp. I think that's gonna be it for me today. If you like what you've seen, hit that follow button. Much appreciated. Even if you don't, I hope you have a good day. And Jesus, goodbye.